that's probably the best idea is to ask the audio man.
Yeah, he knows. He certainly knows more about this shit than I do. But
Yeah.
so yeah, I just finished that up. The new episode is already up. Actually, I got it done right before 10, and made myself some coffee and watched or finished the second episode of Agatha. We'll talk about that.
Yeah,
Um,
you be on your lonesome by that. I did not watch it. I looked at it and I was like, yeah, time to go to bed. Just
yeah, I get you.
yeah, I went to bed.
So I can just do a quick review of that. But I watched the
Yeah.
first. I watched the first episode while I was recording. By that time, it was already like 1. I was like, all right, I'll just save it for tomorrow. So, but yeah, people. Yeah, we're already getting going. Craig's already up and running. So what's up, everybody? Welcome to Friendly Neighborhood Marks. We're live. So we haven't done a live show in a while. Matter of fact, this is probably the first time we've done a live show in a while.
Hmm.
Just me and RJ doing this show. But what's up, people? I'm Drew. This is RJ.
RJ the Brooklyn Savage, and shout out to anybody that's listening to us in the chat right now.
So the experience episode was already up. Yesterday we did a bus slip of the WWE roster. Me and RJ are gonna do the opposite. We're gonna do the bus slip of the AEW roster,
Oh my god.
which I ran it by Justin. And Justin just quickly said no.
Oh man.
So we're
That's
gonna
right.
run through that shit while at the same time. Well, I guess it's just gonna be me talking about Agatha, and then I think that's probably just gonna be the show. It's just those two things, but yeah, man, how you doing this morning?
I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling good. Can't complain. Can't complain, will not complain. So that's
Mm,
that.
yeah, sounds good to me, man. I woke up, I fed our cats, made some coffee, and just watched the episode while editing the show. So, I guess we can get the or I guess I can get the Agatha review out of the way before we get to the meat and potatoes. So or Agatha All Along just came out yesterday.
Hmm.
Which is kind of weird because usually a lot of the Marvel shows will come out like at 2 in the morning, and now they're coming out at like prime time spots, like at 8 p.m. Central Time, which I guess is better.
Yeah.
So you don't have to like will yourself up at 2 in the morning, because I also think they're being self aware of, like, I don't think people are gonna want to wake up at 2 in the morning to watch Agatha.
Yeah,
Like
not
there's just
yeah,
no,
yeah. Mm-mm.
like, no, fuck that. So put this shit out at a time people are actually willing to watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch the first 2 episodes when they were out because we were doing the show. So, like I mentioned, I watched the first episode right after we were done, and then watched the second episode this morning. Um, hmm, I don't know. So far, again, granted, it's 2 episodes. Maybe I'm just being impatient, but I'm not feeling it
Yeah.
so far personally. Like, it's a character from WandaVision from 3 years ago that, yeah, I mean, Catherine Hahn. I mean, it's not the actor. It's just like you're introducing a character from a TV show 3 years ago, where it's just like if you could have done it, probably should have done it like right then and there. But I don't know. Again, I need to know what's gonna. I need to see more. I need to know what's gonna happen, because so far I'm not feeling it. Because
Like,
granted, it looks different. It doesn't feel like a Marvel show. It feels more like a Disney show, which can be a good thing, because the biggest complaint with a lot of these Marvel things, like movies or TV shows, is that they all look the same.
hmm.
So they're doing something different, at least. Like, this kind of feels like you're watching a Tim Burton. Well, not necessarily Tim Burton, but like, what was that movie? Hocus Pocus.
Hocus
It's like,
pocus, yeah.
kind of feels like you're watching Hocus Pocus, but Marvel. So again, the actors aren't really the problem. Catherine Hahn, I think, is really good. I mean, Aubrey Plaza, oof, just looks scrumdiddlyicious
Oh
in the
yeah.
show. But uh, I mean, there is one thing that's kind of interesting. I mean, you haven't watched the show, so I don't really spoil anything. But like, I mean, there's a certain character that on paper we kind of know who it is, but they're really kind of being mysterious on who this character is.
Mm-hmm.
Like anytime this character tries to say anything, there's like some like witch, you know, binding spell to like block him saying who he actually is. Which I'm like, okay, who is this guy? Like, is he really who we think he is? Like, is Wanda gonna show up at the end of the fucking show? We'll see. But um, again, it's only 2 episodes, but I'm not feeling it. Not really feeling it, and it's unfortunate because Marvel's been on such a big high lately. With Deadpool, Wolverine, with Loki season 2, which I didn't love, but I didn't hate. I actually thought it was very good.
Yeah.
Um, and Guardians of the Galaxy 3, and then you got this show coming out. It's like, ugh. like like when this show came out, it's almost like whenever your friend reminded you that you're gonna pick them up at the airport.
Yeah.
It's like, oh shit, I forgot about that. That was today, right? Like that's what the show reminds me of. But again, just if you like it, cool. I don't discourage people from liking anything. I just give my opinion. But um, and then the Penguin comes out today, which the Penguin is more than likely going to be the better of the two.
Oh yeah.
So that comes out at 8 actually. It's weird because it comes out today, but next week and then going forward, it comes out on Sunday, which I'm like, that why would you have it come out today? Well, I don't know, whatever. But it is what it is. But yeah, that's my quick review of Agatha all along. But all right, so let's talk about what we're here for,
Mm-hmm.
which is a bus slip of the other company, All Elite Wrestling, AEW. Are you ready to do this, RJ?
Yep. I am. Let's
So we
do it.
we already excluded one, Aaron Solo. He's gone.
He's out. He's out the door. I mean, you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, he's gone. Gone, gone, gone. Action Andretti.
Keep him, but they got to do something with him. I like that they have put him with Top Flight and Leo Rush and Sarah. I said Sarah. Layla Gray. I like
Mhm.
that, but they got to do something with them though. That's my problem. Is that they just have these matches. They're great and everything, but they lose all the time. And it's like, bro, you got a chance to do something nice actually with this. So yeah, I'll keep Action Andretti. And he actually cut a really good promo the other day, telling them that hey, they got to step their game. They got to start winning matches. So Action Andretti, I keep him. I keep him.
I don't know. I just remember they're making a big deal about him because he beat Jericho, and then after that, he didn't really do anything. Again,
Mhm.
it's not his fault. It's never really. Well, I shouldn't say never really, but I guess in his case, it's not his fault because it's booking. It's the Booker of the Year. That's his fault. But I guess keep him. So uh, we should probably skip Adam Cole because we don't need to throw more dirt in this guy. Um, I guess kind of like with the WWE roster, we should skip the main event, quote unquote, talent, and just
Yeah,
talk about the rest of the roster as a whole. So
yeah.
skipping Adam Cole, skipping Adam Copeland, uh, skipping Adam Page, a lot of Adams. Um, Alex Reynolds,
Get rid of him.
yeah, get rid of him. The whole Dark Order thing, get rid of him. No one cares. Like it should have ended when Luke passed away.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree. It should have ended after that because those guys went. You would think that would have been a vehicle to push them and get more sympathy for those guys, but it didn't happen at all. It
No.
didn't happen at all. And it's not like those guys are scrubs. They are Dark Order. Reynolds and Silver are a good team. The Beaver Boys, they're a really good team, but they're not used in that capacity. They're used to job.
Right.
So yeah, yeah, let him go. Just let him go.
All right. Angelico or Angelico, I mean.
I'm loving Helico, but it's time to pack it up, dude. He's been doing nothing in AEW, nothing in Ring of Honor. So yeah, it's. I think it's time for him to go.
All
No way,
right.
Tony Khan's wasting money on this.
I'd get rid of him too.
Yeah,
Uh,
and
Angelo,
I like him. It's not his fault, but you got to get rid of him because they're not doing anything with the dude.
right. Angelo Parker, or I guess the tag team that he's in with Maddie. 2.0?
He can cut a promo. He's charismatic enough. Fitting enough. I actually like him nowadays.
All right.
That's the one with Ruby Soho, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like him nowadays. I thought he cut a good promo. I like the little thing they did on Rampage with him, trying to chase her and everything like that. But Saraya was cock blocking.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like that. I thought that was actually pretty cool. I like him more than I like his partner. His partner looks like a hybrid of the chubbier gun brother
Mm.
and one of the Bucks.
Yeah.
It looks like if they fused together. But yeah, no, I like Parker. I like Parker. And they should do something with him and Ruby Soho as maybe like a little couple or something like that. But once again, they gotta do something with him. I know it's all about the wrestling over there, but they gotta do something meaningful with these guys. Because the dude, he can actually cut a promo and he's actually fun to watch in the ring. Actually, not
Yeah.
not the most exciting, but he's good. He's good. He's good.
Yeah. I like both of them. They're funny. The other guy, Maddie, I'm forgetting his name. Like he was on commentary. I've heard him on commentary a few times. It's actually pretty entertaining. So yeah, keep him.
Yeah, I know. We used to rag on him a whole lot back in the day, back a couple of years ago on the other show. But yeah, nah, AEW is a good spot for them. They're getting a chance to show what they can actually do, and I agree. The fat guy, he can cut a good promo. But I always said that about him, though. That was always a positive that he can actually cut a promo and it can actually be entertaining, funny wise. But as far as like the ring goes, I'm not too impressed with him in the ring. But yeah, no, what you call it? Um, Parker, yes, definitely keep him.
The acclaimed.
They've fallen off, but all that aside, keep them though. You keep them as they should be a cornerstone for your tag team division.
Agreed. Um, I would say get rid of Billy Gunn and then take his sons with them and just go to WWE.
Don't you think that's the plan already?
Again, I just wanted to. Again, I've said it time and time before. Like I watch this show and I see people and I'm like, I'd rather see you in WWE because I think you'd be used better. But
Yeah,
uh,
I mean that's totally the plan. The Guns will be especially with Triple H in charge. He will definitely pick up Billy Gunn's kids, man.
oh yeah,
He definitely will. I don't
Anthony.
know. I don't know about Billy. Maybe Billy might get his job back as a coach or something like that. But
Yeah,
uh, yeah, no, I think the Guns will be in the WWE shortly.
yeah. Anthony Agogo. Where the fuck has this guy been?
He was in Europe for a while doing stuff in progress, which was actually pretty fun. He's gotten better in the ring, got a better look now. He looked like a habitual woman beater from like a Tyler Perry play before with the mohawk and everything like that.
Mhm.
Now he looks like a badass, but I like his I like him. I like him. And the feud with Cody, while the context of the feud wasn't great, I like the fact that he did go up against Cody and had that little shine. I wish he would have beat him at least once, but that didn't happen. But Agogo, I like Agogo. I think there's some potential there, and I would keep him. But then again, Tony Khan is allergic to big men, so I don't know what good that is going to do for him moving forward. And he's in Shane Taylor Promotions, which I mean, my God, that should tell you everything you need to know. When Lee Moriarty is the only guy wearing gold, and Shane Taylor and Gogo can't have none, that should tell you everything you need to know right there. But for the sake of knowing Tony Khan and for Gogo's sake, I would get rid of Anthony Gogo because he, to me, does not fit what Tony Khan wants.
No,
Tony Khan doesn't like. He's allergic to big men. He doesn't like big men like that. And
no.
and for people that might go, but Warlow was champion and Hobbs was champion, hot potato and brief champions. Like, come on.
Yeah, he can Agogo out the door. If
Yeah.
you're not doing anything with anyone, just get rid of him. Bye. AR Fox.
Get rid of him. I love AR Fox. I think he's one of the best high flyers in the world. Very innovative. Probably just an absolute genius when it comes to the ring. But the thing is that Tony Khan is not using the dude. He's not doing nothing with him. He's not doing anything with the guy. AR Fox. I don't know what happened last year before All In, but you could trace it back to before All In, where okay, it was looking good for him, when they were doing the stuff with him and Swerve, right? When him and Swerve were beating, jumping on Nick Wayne and everything like that, that was looking good. But then something happened where I think he had an issue or something like that where he couldn't travel, and they pulled him out of. Not only did they pull him off the All In show, but they pulled him off. They pulled him off of pulled him out of the Mogul Embassy out of nowhere. And all of a sudden, he's teaming up with Darby again and Nick Wayne and this, that, and the other, with no real big explanation as to why Swerve kicked him out. So ever since then, AR Fox has not been on TV like that. If he is, it's sporadic and it's on Rampage or Ring of Honor, but nothing really concrete like it was before. And he's a great talent, man. And he's been through a whole lot, man, with the Candy Had to Go stuff and trying to rebuild his career, try to wash that stank off of him. So he's been through a whole lot, man. And I thought that him getting signed by AEW would be his nice big break, but right now, so far, it ain't looking too hot, man. But I would get rid of AR Fox just to let him potentially go somewhere else where he can actually get the shine that he deserves because he's a great talent and very innovative high flyer. What he does in that ring, we talk about how guys have common move sets and guys do things that are very much alike. If you watched one guy do it, you watched it all. AR Fox does moves and flips and shit like that with his own like light touch and shit like that. That is different from what Ricochet and Osprey and Cartwheel and all those other guys do. Like he just has a different flair and flavor to what he does. But in this case, in this instance, I let him go. Let him go and let him rock somewhere else.
Yeah, agreed. Just again, there's too many. There's a lot of high flyers on this roster, and you just signed Ricochet. You already have Osprey, and yeah, just get rid of him. You're not doing anything with him. Get rid of him.
Yeah.
Ario Davari, goodbye.
Yeah, what does Davari do? I like Davari personally, but no, it's time for him to go.
Yeah,
It's
go
time
go to
to go.
WWE and work with your brother. Just be a coach, be a agent or whatever. But yeah, fellow Persian, I'll say that. But
Mhm.
yeah, Bandito.
Selfishly, I want him to go from AEW, but um, because they weren't. I mean, he was wrestling guys like Jericho. He's wrestling these top billing matches, but he wasn't doing anything. And they had him with Alex Abrahantes and the rest of the Lucha Brothers. So it's like, are we going to put him with other luchadors? Because I don't want to see that. I want to see him wrestle and be on top of the card. I like Bandito. I think he's a great talent. But I guess we have to wait and see. He's been injured for all this time, so I guess we have to wait and see what happens with him when he comes back. But for now, I'll keep him. But if we revisit this in 6 months and he's back and he's not doing nothing, then might have to have a different conversation. But for now, I'm keeping him.
Uh, Again, I haven't seen him too much. I mean, he
I
has a
love
name.
I
Good.
love him. He's fan fucking tastic, and Morgan loves him too.
Yeah, he
And
definitely has a name. So
Mhm.
just do something with him. Like these people that have a name. Granted, I don't know too much about them, but they're
Oh,
obviously
that,
popular for a reason.
that's a fucking shame that you never seen a Bandito match before. You gotta watch a Bandito match. I promise you, it's not the flippity floppity shit that other people will probably tell you that it is. He doesn't even do flips like that, man. A lot of his shit is like innovative power shit more than anything. Like he'll get on the top rope, get a guy, one hand press off the top military press. His signature move is called the 21 plex. The guy will hold on to the rope or whatever in a position, and he'll come and do like almost like the backstabber thing, but he'll flow over into like a suplex. It's me explaining it's not doing it justice, but it's actually pretty fucking cool. Now
Mm,
Bandito's different, bro. He's a hybrid luchador, man. He's a hybrid, and of course he flies, but that's not all he does, you know. So
right. The Beast Mordos. Who is that guy?
that's Black Taurus. They can't use the name Black Taurus, so that's his new name. He's good, but they gotta use him. Once again, they gotta use him more than just in these highlight matches where it's not mostly about him, it's about getting a guy to the next level by beating him. They gotta do something with the guy that he's featured in a program for himself. Because he's really good. He's a really good like he's not overwhelmingly big as far as like the height category goes, but he's a thick dude, pause, and he can fly around and he's a beast. No pun intended. Like he can toss your ass around like a salad too. So There's nothing that he's good, man. I keep him, but once again, you got to do more with him than just sticking him out there for random matches.
I don't know much about him, so I can't really say yes or no. But I guess
Hmm.
for the time being, keep him because
Yeah,
he has a look at least.
he does.
Uh, Big Bill. Um, again, I'm happy for him. I'm happy that he turned his life around. He got sober. You know, he's in the best shape I've ever seen him in. You know, because back in the day he was
He's looking bad.
he kind of had he had man titties. I'm just gonna say it again. I'm not the pillar of health, but I'm not a professional athlete. But I'm glad he's turned his life around. He's married. He's married to DDP's daughter actually.
Yeah.
Um,
Was it Lexi?
I believe so.
Yeah.
So again, just selfishly, it's just like I'd rather see him go, not even WWE, but maybe go to Impact.
He was
And
already there. They did nothing with him.
okay, then fuck me then. Um, it's one of those things of just like I wish Triple H would just get over his bullshit and just hire Enzo back and just put him back together. I don't know because Enzo seems to be like he's kind of staying out of trouble ever since 7 years ago or whatever. But
Hmm.
selfishly, I just kind of want him to go back to WWE and just have him reform Enzo and Cass. But um, yeah, he seems like he's happy. So what can I? What else? Like I'm not gonna be a jerk. So just keep him because he seems like he's happy.
Yeah.
Uh,
No, I definitely keep him. I like him. He's come a long way because, like you said, my man had tits, man. He was out of shape. He looked bad. The singles run with him, it was bad. It was bad, and he got cut before he even got a chance to really um break off. So the thing about it is that I'm glad that he's in a good place in his life right now, and it seems like AEW is doing him some good. I don't like the fact that Hook beats him all the fucking time, even though I like Hook. I'm a little bit more sympathetic to Hook than you and the rest of our contemporaries, but I think I think the fact that he puts him on his ass all the time is very laughable and very uh just inexcusable to me. But Big Bill, other than that though, I think if he has a feud with Jericho or something like that, I think that could do something for him. Hopefully he wins and he can go up the rock. But once again, Tony Khan is allergic to doing anything great with big men. There has not been, and this is somebody looked this up the other day, and I forgot who it was, but somebody told me the other day that there has not been a champion in AEW that's been over 270 pounds or something like that.
so not even Joe.
I think Joe might be the exception, but besides that, I think Joe might be the heaviest champion. But other than that, you look at the AEW championship history, not a guy over 270. And
Hmm.
I'm like, wow, that's
Do you th-
crazy.
do you think Tony Khan was just bullied in high school and he wants to take all his anger out on bigger wrestlers?
Maybe that could be the case. As silly as that
Right.
might sound,
Right. I'm not even trying to
that
be a dick, but I'm just like,
that
does this
could
guy
no,
really?
it could be. It could be trauma. It could be. I don't know. But
I don't.
I just big guys are not, or maybe it's just the fact that wrestling like maybe he's one of those wrestling fans that hated the fact that big man always had the spotlight when he was little and growing up. And maybe the smaller guys, wrestlers that he liked, maybe didn't get the spotlight because they were smaller. Maybe it's the reverse. Maybe it's the reverse fit from Vince that, hey, I like these smaller guys. I want to push the smaller guys and I want to beat all the big guys. All the big guys get beat. Choke him out. Choke.
Exactly.
How many times Hook choked out Big Bill? I'm like, wow.
Yeah, I see that and I just go, fuck you. Like, fuck this
Wow.
shit.
Once again, coming from a guy that likes Hook, but it's like, come
Ay.
on, man, that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
That that and
I
also
don't.
that and also anytime Orange Cassidy would have a match and he'd get like a power move put on him and he would kick out at two, but it would be that I'm gonna lift my arm up really dramatically too. I'm just like, oh fuck you. Fuck Orange Cassidy.
And then he beats him with the orange punch.
I don't know. It's too early to be ranting. Anyway. Bishop Khan. Who the fuck is that?
And that's the big guy. Well, he
He looks like the dude from Walking Dead. The guy who
does.
had the
He does.
tiger. Yeah.
Yeah, he does. But he's a good talent. I like him and his partner Toa Leona. They're good talents, but Tony Khan don't do nothing with them though. And if they do, they're mostly losing with Brian Cage. So it's like, might as well just get rid of him. So yeah, I'm gonna get rid of him. Not because I don't like him, because I do like him. I like him and his partner both, but I think they're never gonna reach heights in AEW. So get him up out of here.
Yeah.
Save them from themselves.
The Butcher and the Blade. Goodbye.
Oh my god. You know what? I actually like these guys. It's a shame that all they've ever been good for in AEW is lackeys for other people. Um, I love that theme song. That shit goes hard. But yeah, it's time for them to go, man. They've been here for quite some time and nothing to show for it. Nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing. So I just
Okay.
think that it's best for them to go too.
Bear Country.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
more so on Ring of Honor, Rampage, that kind of shit. I don't see nothing in those guys like that. I would get rid of them personally.
Brandon Cutler. Goodbye. Fuck you.
Yeah, get out of here. I mean, come on. We know why he has his job. But yeah, get him up out of here.
Brian Cage. Bye.
Yeah, they're never gonna do anything significant with the guy. Get rid of him.
What the fuck is this?
It's a small
Okay.
man's world.
I guess House of Black, Brody King, Black, and Matthews.
Uh, I do want to see Malachi Black back in WWE. Admittedly, I will admit that.
Same.
Um, but
Matthews, same thing. Just put him back in WWE.
well, I mean, his ass already re-signed a 5-year deal to stay in AEW. So,
Good. I guess. Yeah.
so yeah, and Brody King, I'm not too sure, but I keep him. I keep him. House of Black. House of Black is a good faction with some good potential. They just need that consistency. That's always been the problem. My problem with them, at least, is that the consistency hasn't always been there with that push. It's like they'll get hot, then they'll lose. One of the three guys disappears, mostly Malachi, will disappear, Brody will disappear or whatever, and then that's it. And then they have to start all over again and heat back up all over again. But I do like those guys. I do like those guys. I like those guys as a unit.
All right.
I think they fit well together, and I like Julia Hart with them. But I just wish that the pushes were more consistent.
Again, I got to rant. I'm not gonna
Mhm.
yell because it's too early. But again, it's just I don't get that whole thing of Tony Khan of like I'm not gonna grant releases. It's just like if the talent wants to leave, let them leave. If you're not gonna do anything with them, just fucking let them leave. I don't get that at all.
Mhm.
So again, that's again next one Bronson. I don't know who that is. Bye.
That's the bear guy, right?
I guess maybe sounds
Yeah.
like it.
No, I can care less. I could take him or leave him. 2 drops of piss.
Brian Keith. Goodbye.
Bounty hunter. No, you keep him. He's great. He's perfect. He's a tiny, tiny man. He's the bounty hunter. You keep Brian Keith.
How can you be the bounty hunter when you're 5'9"?
5'9". I thought he was 5'4".
I don't know. Again, it's Wikipedia, so you never know. Oh, 5'4"? Yeah. You can't be the bounty hunter if you're 5'4".
Sitting sideways.
That's like Crazy Steve. He's like 5'6". It's like, how are you crazy when you're 5'6"?
Yeah, that's absolutely crazy.
Oh Jesus Christ. Carly Bravo. I don't know who that is. Goodbye.
You know what? They get used on Ring of Honor. They're a top team in Ring of Honor, the infantry. I keep him. Him and my man there. What's his name? The dude with the military gimmick. What you call it? Captain Sean Dean.
Mm-hmm.
Like they actually have a nice little team in Ring of Honor. That much I do know. And they're actually pretty nice together. And Carly Bravo is actually pretty nice talent though. He could talk, very charismatic. He's nice in ring. Not anything crazy or over the top, but he's nice in ring. I keep him because you need teams, but you need younger teams and teams that's gonna be around after the Young Bucks and FTR finish, blowing each other's body parts out. So I
All right.
keep.
I don't know. If I don't know who you are, you're gone. That's my
Yeah.
that's my
No,
logic.
hey, that's
Uh,
fine.
FTR. I mean, I really don't care about them anymore. So keep them.
I never cared about these guys.
I
Don't need
mean,
to.
who is it? Dax, who just will
Oh
never shut the fuck
God.
up on, AEW is the greatest wrestling company of all time. You're trying to steal money from my family. You're trying to steal food off my family's plate. I like, whatever. Shut up, Dax. You suck.
He's not even the hardest between the two. That's his partner, Cash Money. Cash Money Wheeler.
Yeah, Dax is a bitch. He's exposed himself as being a bitch. Plain and
Yeah.
simple. But I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
care about them. Once upon a time, I kind of did, but and obviously Tony Khan doesn't care about him either. He continues to bitch him out while Dax goes on social media and television to like blow him and be like, "You're trying to take food off my family's plate." Anytime someone has like the tiniest fucking criticism of anything they do,
Yeah.
it's like, dude, just take fucking criticism. Like, no one's trying to take food from your family's plate. Shut up.
And
So,
people really don't bitch about him like their matches like that. Like I don't hear people bitch about FTR matches.
no, no,
Uh,
no.
They just bitch about them facing the Bucks all the time. Like I mean, they should work with other teams and shit like that. But nobody bitches about their work. They had one of the best matches in Collision history last was it last year with Juice and Jay. Like I
No,
don't hear
because
nobody bitch about
I,
those
I was
guys.
I was in Justin's shop and he was playing JD's podcast, and
Hmm.
where I know how I feel about JD, but lately he's been on the money about AEW criticism, so I'll give him that.
Right.
And all he did was like he just like had like one small criticism about a match, and not because it was bad, but just more about like how it was booked, and I forgot what else he said, but and then Dax, of course, is like, oh, giving that same old criticism, like, oh, you're criticizing my match and you're trying to take food from my plate. It's like, no, no one's fucking doing that, Dax. Just what are you seeing that we're not seeing? It's like Jesus Christ. It's like, are we literally breaking into your home and taking food from your family? Like, no, we're not doing that. We're just having a small little criticism, and I don't know. Just when you go to AEW, you just become soft, and
He was
you
already
just.
he was already soft. What are you talking about? Ain't got nothing to do with AEW. He was already
I mean,
soft.
you look at
Soft
Ricochet.
kind of
Ricochet was barely there for a day, and he was already arguing with fans on Twitter.
yeah. I
It's
mean
like
that. I mean,
it's
yeah.
like Rick.
I definitely noticed that. But nah. But Dax Hardwood to me strikes me as a soft guy.
Yeah,
Despite having
he's
his name is Hardwood, but yet no, he's very very soft.
soft. Yes, sir,
Soft wood.
soft. Exactly. It's just like I don't know. Shawn Michaels picked on me. He hurt my feelings. It's like, oh God, you're such a bitch.
Was never
You're
a
a
Triple H guy, despite being champions multiple times in NXT. Yeah, okay.
you're a bitch. I'm gonna be like Kevin. I'm gonna be like Kevin Castle for a second. You're a bitch.
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Plain and simple. You're a bitch. G- well, we can't touch Jericho. I just don't want to see him ever again. But he's considered main
You know
event
what?
talent. So
No, get rid of this guy. Get rid of him. All he does is hold back. Tell me who has benefited from being around Chris Jericho.
nobody.
Nobody. Nobody. Nobody. He's not doing anybody any favors, man. The feud with him is like a kiss of death. So yeah, no, I'll get rid of him. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, he
Chris
sucks.
Jericho,
Fuck him. Like
main event talent. Are you kidding me? Going out there looking like a roasted chicken every week, man. Come on,
it's
come
like
on.
remember when we used to like this guy like 10 years ago, and then he just became a complete parody of himself, and yeah, fuck him. He does nothing for nobody. He's TV cancer. Like he does, again, like you said, he has nobody, nothing. Nobody benefits from being around Jericho. If you're in a feud with Jericho, you might as well just like say, "Oh, there's the door."
Hmm.
So fuck him. Chuck Taylor, bye bye.
But I think it's done already, anyways. I think he's like a producer now, which is fine,
That's
I guess. Let him, let him,
um
let him get his money as long as it's not in the ring, as far as I'm concerned.
Claudio. He seems happy. I really,
Yeah,
I, I
I
I
like
hope he's getting
Claudio.
paid. I hope he's getting paid.
Well, I damn sure hope he's getting paid.
I mean, that's one of
Uh,
those things about. Go ahead.
nah, I don't think he'd be over there if he's not getting paid. Um, Claudio Castagnoli is a human horse, like Kevin Owens said. But nah, he's a freak beast. I mean, he's a guy you need him on the roster, consummate professional. You hear that term thrown around, and when I look around in wrestling, I think of Claudio Castagnoli when I think of that term. So yeah, man, you keep a guy like Claudio around.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've always liked Claudio, Cesaro, whatever you want to call him. Um, yeah, again, it's one of those things of like, I hope he's happy. He's a guy you want on your roster because he looks like a throwback of like a wrestler from the 1950s or 60s. So, and he's a horse. He's a human horse, like Kevin Owens said. So keep him.
Never injured either. Never injured like that.
No. Cole Carter. Two dimes.
I was
Yeah, I don't care. Get rid of him. I don't
Yeah,
care.
Maria was doing like this weird MILF gimmick with him and slightly bigger Jungle Boy, but I think that's kind of fallen to the wayside. And Maria, by the way, is complaining about her TV time in AEW Ring of Honor too, which is
Yeah,
weird because that Maria is actually a slam dunk though. Like, how do you not get Maria right though? All you gotta do is let her bitch people out on TV, bro. Let her manage somebody on TV. Let her talk her shit on the mic, and that's it. That's all she got to do. That's easy. That's elementary. That's
Mm,
kindergarten shit. That's pre-K shit. That's 3K shit. Like, how do you not get that? That's a slam dunk.
all right. Cole Cabana. Goodbye.
Yeah, get him up out of here. Let him sell his t-shirts and do his podcast.
Yeah, you're kind of the reason for this company's downfall. Danhausen.
He was already gone.
Yeah.
Might as well just be gone. Yeah, go ahead and get rid of Danhausen. Bye-bye, Mr. Danhausen. Put a curse on these balls. No, actually, you know what? Forget I said that. Don't put a curse on my nuts, please.
I don't. Again, I never got Danhausen. Like people found him entertaining. I'm like, okay, cool, but I don't know. Again, I never got it. I never understood why he was
No,
popular.
he's like Orange Cassidy. Like he's a niche wrestler for a niche audience. Like the pizza guy. What's his name?
I'm gonna get the
Lu-
pizza,
Luigi Primo.
and then you found.
He's like that. He's a niche wrestler for a niche audience. When Danhausen was doing the evil Danhausen gimmick though, that was actually pretty nice shit though. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold him there, but I think yeah, nah, he's gotta go though. Like they ain't doing nothing with him. And when Tony Khan, when he was active, they never did anything with the dude like that. So yeah, I don't. That ain't gonna change now, and he's just a waste of money. Just go ahead and cut him. Let him go. Let him rock.
Another guy we talked about last night, Daniel Garcia.
Danny Garcia. Wow, it's crazy how much Triple H is romanticizing about this guy.
I don't believe that at all. I
You
honestly don't.
don't? You
I
don't?
don't. I don't. Like, how does
I
again?
do. You want to know why? Because
Why?
he's brought him in as an extra plenty of times in NXT. Daniel
Again,
Garcia,
I don't
he's
buy it because like the guy's bland. He is bland as fuck.
well, Triple H likes Johnny Gargano. He's bland too. So I mean, what's the difference? What's the difference? Daniel Garcia is just a couple of feet taller, a couple of inches taller. He's younger.
I don't know. Just like, what do you do with the guy? Because like he's gonna go to NXT, okay, but what does he do on the main roster? He's not gonna do He's not gonna do shit. He's bland.
Yeah, I mean, well, like I said, Triple H he's got a long list of. He brought in Timothy Thatcher at the fucking age of 40.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, like Drew, you act like Triple H hasn't done this before. Like I can go down to Oni Lorcan. Like, come on, Danny Burch, for fuck's sake. What does Danny Burch do? I don't know. Tell me. But
I just
for
don't
whatever
see it
reason,
personally.
dude, come on, Pete Dunne, for God's sakes, like, come on, like you act like he's not in the same rail as those guys he's had on TV, guys he's pushed on NXT TV when NXT was quite boring, to be quite honest with you. For as much as people like to romanticize about how Black and Gold was so great, but towards the tail end there, it was getting really boring with those guys on top. So I
Yeah.
mean, it does not surprise me. It don't surprise me that Triple H wants him. It don't. I don't.
I don't know. I think he's going to stay in AEW because he's loyal to Tony. So
Is he?
that's just me.
Is he though?
I mean, Tony gave him his big break.
Hmm. I
So
mean,
yeah.
was it Tony Khan that gave him his big break,
I
or
mean, it
was it
kind of.
or was it Chris Jericho? Because Chris Jericho could probably take credit for that too if he, because Chris Jericho likes taking credit for all kinds of shit.
Well, of course he does. Again, I don't see it. I don't see him going to WWE. That's just me. He's. I don't think WWE is going to bring in any more bland wrestlers. That's just me. Their focus is on Ricky Starks or Wardlow or Hobbs.
That's what you
Black.
think. That's what you think their focus is on.
Yep.
Triple H wants those diamonds in the rough, man. For whatever reason, he wants to challenge himself. He just wants everybody to know that he's such a wrestling savant that he will take random bumblefuck McGee and put him on TV and try to get him over. Hell, it kind of worked with Ricky Ricky the other night. You know what I'm saying?
Ricky
So like
Gibson.
he Triple H is one of those guys that wants to try to make a diamond out of nothing. It was the guy that pushed fucking Leon Ruff, for God's sakes. We forget
Oh
that too.
God.
So
Oh
I mean,
God.
so I'm just saying,
Don't remind me of that shit.
nothing surprises me. Nothing is off the fucking table when it comes to this fucking guy. I'm not thinking like myself, because myself personally, I don't see WrestleMania main eventer or a superstar in Danny Garcia like that. To me, he fits AEW, Ring of Honor. He fits that whole aesthetic a whole lot more better. But Triple H, man, he's weird. He's weird about who he likes and who he wants to bring in. So I don't know. I just don't know.
Which that's weird because like for the longest time, Triple H was always associated with body guys. Like you always heard Sheamus got his push because of Triple H, Drew McIntyre, Batista. They got their push because they worked out with Triple H, and it's like,
Yeah.
again, where did Triple H change his aesthetic to? I like tiny guys that are kind of bland. Like
Because they populate the wrestling business. That's why.
just
It's slim pickings on big men nowadays. Wardlow and Hobbs. Tony Khan's got all the nice ones. When you think about it, all the nice ones, for the most part, are signed with Tony Khan. So because Bill's nice, Wardlow's nice, Hobbs is nice. Who else? Leona and Khan, they're nice. Cage, when he doesn't try to be a luchador, he's nice too. So he's got all the nice big men, whereas Triple H ain't really got. I mean, he's got Bronson and Braun, and I wouldn't even classify Braun Breaker as much of a big man, but it's not that big. But I mean, he's got those guys, but it's very slim. It's very slim. Eric Rowan is kind of on his last legs, but the pickings is slim. So I don't know.
all right. Dante Martin and his brother. Goodbye.
I keep them. I
They,
think
they
they got.
they're always fucking hurt though.
No, they've been good though. They haven't been hurt the last couple that last year or so. Ever since Dante came back, they haven't been hurt. So they're changing up shit. They're not going two balls to the wall. I don't know, man. I want to see this repackage that they're doing with Top Flight and Action Andretti, Leo Rush. I want to see this because I think there's something there, and they all balance each other out. Whereas Dante and Darius, the whole thing was that, oh my God, they're like two guys that just killed their parents and they have no charisma whatsoever. But now being with Leo Rush, who's very charismatic, can talk. Action Andretti can talk. He's charismatic. We got Layla Gray with them. I want to see what they can do with this thing. I want to see what they can do with this thing before we cut them loose. So yeah, I'm keeping them.
Jurlistico.
I like Dralistico, but they're not doing shit with his brother, him, or big man there. So I cut him. Let him go back to Mexico. Let him tear it up somewhere else. Maybe let him join Dragon Lee in WWE or something. I don't know, but they're not doing jack shit with the dude. And it's a shame because he's talented. I like Dralistico. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan of Roosh, and I'm a big fan of Dragon Lee. I like that. I like that family in particular. I know they they could be messy at times, and they've done unprofessional stuff. But I like them as a family. I like the talent and stuff like that. So I'll always be a fan. But it's just like, dude, they're not doing jack shit with this guy.
Right.
So yeah, they'll let him
Goodbye.
rock.
Dustin Rhodes. Uh,
You
I
let that
want.
guy. You let that guy stay as long as as he needs to. To be honest with you.
I once upon a time, like everyone else, I wanted him to go back to WWE, being with his brother, but he seems like he's fine being there. And then allegedly, he's kind of a dildo. But again, just let him stay. He wants to stay there.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Just let him stay. Yeah, let him stay. Let him do what he needs to do. Let him finish out his career on his own terms. And yeah, let him help bring his the nephews along too. Because what are the names? Walker and Wyatt. They're a
I don't
tag team
know.
now. They
I
tag team now.
really
I know
don't
they were
know.
back. I know they were backstage with Cody on SmackDown this past Friday, and I know they've been doing some shots in Ring of Honor and other places. So yeah, no, I know he's been helping getting them along. So that would be I would keep him along for that for those kinds of purposes when his career is said and done too. Let him be a coach and agent. Let him help bring talent up, especially the talents that actually want to listen and give a damn.
Right. Dutch. I don't know. Goodbye.
Yeah, they're not doing anything with the righteous, so yeah, let them go.
Uh, let's see. EJ Nduka. Goodbye.
I like EJ, but he's a big man, so I mean, let's go figure why he's not on TV and not being used. And it's just a waste of money. So just go ahead and let him go. Like that's my theme with this whole thing. By the way, people, have you if you guys haven't caught on, I'm getting rid of people that I know Tony Khan is not using at all in any type of capacity. So it's only fitting to let him rock. So
Evil
I'm trying
Luna.
I'm trying to
Good.
save Tony Khan money here, by the way.
No, I get you. Evil Uno. Goodbye.
Yeah, it's time to let Uno rock. I mean, Grayson's gone, so might as well. There's no need. And what is him trying to be? He's trying to be mankind now
Ugh.
with wearing a white shirt and the black pants and the mask. Just yeah, I noticed that. He's wearing the boots now. It's like, well, why are you looking like mankind now? It's kind of weird.
I don't know. I'd rather have Evil Dose than Evil Uno.
Oh yeah, of course, of course. Uncle
Uh,
get a Uncle get a better promo too. So
exactly. Griff Garrison. Goodbye.
who the fuck is Griff Garrison? Yeah, it sounded yeah, let him rock. I mean, no noticeable improvement, no real development. It's time to let him go. He's doing nothing. He's doing nothing. Let him go. With all this
Mhm.
talent you're bringing in, why keep a guy like that around who's not you're not gonna do anything with him, Tony Khan. You're not doing anything with him. So just let him rock. Let him go. So yeah, sorry, bye.
Mhm. Hologram.
Tony's new favorite toy. Obviously keeping him. He's being featured every week on Collision. He even did the little event that Tony Khan had before the Jaguars game the other day. So Tony Khan is high on this guy, and so yeah, no, keep hologram.
Yeah, I guess keep him. I don't know enough about him. Isaiah Cassidy or Private Party.
Let him go. To me, it's very apparent they're never going to do anything with the private party guys. They should have been champions a while back. But they became henchmen for Matt Hardy, and they were stuck with Matt Hardy. Then Zay got hurt. Well, not Zay, but Quinn got hurt. So that's pretty much the beginning of the end of that. And it's just like they've been back. Then they were baby faces. Then it was heels, and then there's just a bunch of nothing. It's been a bunch of sweet nothing for these guys. They wasted their careers coming out of HOG, bro. And it's like, ugh, come on. Why aren't Private Party doing anything?
Yeah, get rid of him.
Yeah, for their own sake, get rid of them.
I know. I said avoid. We're gonna avoid main event quote unquote talent on the show.
Mhm.
Jack Perry. Just Justin likes this guy. He
I,
likes
I'm
him.
I'm gonna blow your mind in a minute, but go ahead. I'm gonna let you finish.
He again. Just he sucks. like the whole thing about we're gonna portray him as a tough guy and a badass, and he's scary, and he's supposed to be Raven, allegedly. Just get rid of him. He's
He's really
again another one of the reasons why this company is in the shape it's in, because he again decided to mouth off to Punk, and then what happened? He got choked out and looked like a complete bitch afterwards. And Samoa Joe literally had to like hold him with like one arm to like keep Punk away from him. So get rid of him. He sucks. I don't care what anyone thinks. He sucks. Like why are we trying to make him into a thing? So, anyways, continue.
because you're being a smart businessman and capitalizing off of heat.
I guess.
That's the only reason why you keep a guy like that around. And Jack, he's buddies with the boys. Come on, man. Let's not pretend we don't know this. And that's why he's around. And
Yeah.
he's for this audience. Because where's he gonna go if he ain't in AEW? Where's he gonna go?
I don't know. Porn.
Well, he might have a career there. I ain't gonna lie. He might have a career there. The scapegoat. But nah, I can. One of the reasons why I appreciate Jack, despite all that, despite him being messy and everything like that, is the fact that unlike Sammy Guevara, unlike Darby Allin, and unlike who's the other four pillar MJF, he's the one that's evolved the most out of all four of them. I will give him credit. Am I missing something? Like Sammy Guevara's been the same for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Darby Allin's the same, even though Darby really don't have to change all that much. I give him that. And MJF, what type of evolution has he done? If anything, he's doubled down. He's doubled down since he's been back. So I would give Jack credit. He's a guy that's morphed and changed for better, for worse. Whether you like the guy or not, he went from being Jungle Boy to this scapegoat thing where he's clearly he's a savior now. He's driving a church bus. You see that? He's
Yeah.
driving
So
he's driving a bus. Bus. Like he's the type of savior or something. Like it's hilarious. Like I will give Jack credit. He's trying. He's trying to tap into some type of gimmick and do this, that, and the other. Him in the ring, never been too crazy about, but as far as like character work and stuff goes, I will give him credit for trying to change and evolve. And it happened at CM Punk's expense, which is good because now CM Punk is in WWE, seems happy and everything like that. So it all worked out for the best. That's why I don't hold that against Jack. Yeah, he's the catalyst for it. But look, everybody seems to be in a better place because of it today. Maybe not AEW's ticket sales or whatever, but again, when you book for the sickos and you do everything for the sickos, what does business even really matter anyways at that point? It's just mute. But um but yeah, I'll give Jack his credit for being a guy that was willing to change and get that his previous stank off of him. Even though he still stinks, but I will give Jack his credit, man. I'll give him his credit, and I keep him. He's perfect for this environment that Tony Khan has going on there. And like I said, where's he gonna go? I don't think he's going to TNA. He ain't going to WWE. Porn. I mean, Brazzers might be calling his name, Danny Masterson, but I mean, come on.
what I was gonna say. Never mind. Grizzled young veterans. I just got there. Keep them, I guess.
Yeah, all that. They did a lot of whining and crying and stomping to get out of their NXT contracts, and
I don't know.
so glad
They're
to keep.
they're made for They're made for AEW. I just again,
Mhm.
I never got. I don't even want to say hype because I don't even think there was hype around it. But just again, I was never crazy about them in NXT. Like I just thought every year it looked like they were gonna give them something. Like every time there was like was it like Dusty Tag Team Cup tournament thing? They were always in the finals and they lost.
Mhm.
And then they did that exit interview of like, we were bigger on the card. It's just we were being held back by certain people, and it's like, no, you weren't. You just really weren't as good as you thought you were. So
And
they're
I mean, as a team, they're a good wrestling team. Like I think people can misconstrue that. They're just boring. They're
yeah,
boring. James Drake has no. He looks like Seth Green when Seth Green has the long hair. He looks like Seth Green. And
exactly.
fucking the other guy, he's bald. For a young guy, he's bald and he can cut a promo. You can cut a promo, but it's just not anything that's memorable. But as far as like wrestling, pure wrestling, and that's all you care about, you don't care about anything else. They're good. They're good for wrestling, but
Yeah.
not good for the WWE, and that's just it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's fine. If you can decipher the two, then that's fine. That's why you always have to know who you're dealing with. And I just think that those guys they never evolved either. That's why Vince gave them those gimmicks and had them with Gacy. But of course, they whined about that and had a fit, and everybody else on the internet had a fit about it too. So now we are where we are. They're free, and they already lost to FTR already, didn't they not? So
Yeah. Good.
to quote,
Good
to,
for
to, quote-
them.
to quote Kevin Castle, the bloom is already off that rose.
If there was a Bloom. Where am I at? Jay Lethal.
Yeah, let Jay Lethal go. They're doing nothing with that guy. How do you sound a guy like Jay Lethal and not doing anything with him?
Exactly.
Besides, he's he carries Jeff Jarrett's bags. Like, come on, man.
I would say go to WWE, but
That ship has sailed.
don't he have CM Punk kind of have heat?
I don't know what for if they do.
Well, he dated AJ.
So what? That was years ago. He dated AJ when he was in TNA when he first won the X Division title. When he was like Jay Lethal was like 19. Jay Lethal's 40 now. Like, come on, man. Like, don't tell me you still hung up over a woman. But yeah, no, I did find that kind of strange. They brought Jay Lethal in and jobber, but he's still jobbing now. So it can't be CM Punk. It can't be CM Punk. So I
Right. I
don't
mean,
know.
I was also gonna say he apparently cut a promo about Punk and AJ where he said something like, Punk's got my sloppy seconds.
I mean, hey, I mean, look, it's what it's not like he ain't lying. I mean, Jay Lethal hit it first before CM Punk hit it. So I mean,
It's
he ain't
still kind of
lying.
like that's still kind of like a pig-headed thing to say though.
I mean, hey, what can you say? I mean, Jay Lethal, after all, at the end of the day, he's still a black man from New Jersey. So
I have nothing to add to that. Um,
uh,
Jay White. Jesus Christ, what happened to this guy?
the greatest wrestler in the world, and all he's good for so far in AEW has been being that trio. So I
Just let
hope
him
things
go.
I hope things get better for him before when he comes back, but I'm not too overly optimistic, but I guess we'll have to see.
Just let him go.
Let
Because
him go where? Where's he gonna go? Where's he gonna go, Drew? WWE? WWE's not an option for everybody,
if you're
man.
not doing anything, again, you're right. But if you're not doing anything with the guy, let him go.
He's in a trio. It's not like he's off TV. He's hurt right now.
Oh,
That's why he's not on TV.
oh, good. He's
But
in a trio. Big whoop.
but I mean, at least he has more of a role than the other people we've mentioned in the past. I mean, he should be wrestling for the world title, honestly. But and there's no reason not for him to be wrestling for the world title. But that's shit for Tony Khan to figure out when he comes back. Otherwise, if Jay White is doing constant jobs when he comes back, then I'd be on board with just letting him go. But he did have a role on TV before he left, and that was being in the fucking trios for better or for worse. Obviously for worse, but and like whenever he had a main event singles run, it's not like that was hot either. I mean, he did the job to a one-legged MJF after all. So
Hmm.
I don't know. You know what? After saying that, you know what? I would let him go, but
Exactly.
I mean, once again, where's he gonna go? Go back to Japan? Is he gonna go back to Japan? Go to Impact? I mean, my God! I mean, Impact can use the stars. No, Lord knows they need the stars, but Jesus Christ, I don't know. It's one of
Yeah,
those things where you're just like, fuck, what do you do?
exactly. Do Jeff Jarrett.
And they keep him. I mean, he seems to have a career renaissance right now. He's reaping some of the benefits from it. He's not insufferable and intolerable like he used to be like 15, 20 years ago. Let that motherfucker get his money and close out his career the way he wants to.
Yeah.
I got no problems with Double J Jeff Jarrett at this point.
I'm back, baby. Um, Johnny TV. So John Hennigan. Boy,
Not doing nothing with this fucking guy. Now he's a guy that let him go.
let
How
him
you have
go.
how you have a guy like that on your roster? You got him in Ring of Honor. Like what?
Let him go. He can go to Impact,
Yeah, be Johnny Impact again.
be Johnny Impact, maybe come back to WWE and be with the Miz again. I don't know. Just I love Johnny. I think he's
Yeah.
great. I think he's somebody. I was on the belief of like he's somebody that AEW could use because he has a lot to offer, and they have done nothing with him. So, uh, Josh Woods. Who's Josh Woods?
Josh Woods, who got the goods. I like Josh Woods, but they're not doing anything with the guy. They're not doing nothing with the dude. He used to be in NXT. He used to be in NXT. He never made it to TV because, he's not Triple H's one of Triple H's indie darlings, but he was actually a really good talent. I remember going to shows and seeing him. He got better with each outing that he had. And he had like he had a matter of fact, he was doing like an EC3 type gimmick where he was rich, but unlike EC3, like he was legit, like he was a legit badass too. And they never bought it to TV. They never bought it to TV, never used them. And then, eventually they bought EC3 back anyways, and they wound up letting Josh Woods go. And
Right.
he's been in Ring of Honor ever since, like the real Ring of Honor. And then Tony Khan brought him over after he got Ring of Honor.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye. Rock hard, Juice Robinson.
Nah, you keep Juice, very charismatic. He's okay in the ring, and I don't know. They're using him, so keep him.
All right, Shibata.
Shibata Bang Bang. Yeah, no, keep him. Keep Shibata. He's he's all right. He fits in nicely, and he can work with a lot of the younger guys as well. They can keep him as like a coach and let him be like a Japanese liaison for a lot of the Japanese talent too. So that's fine.
Yeah, keep him. Keith Lee. Goodbye.
Yeah, let Keith go.
Yeah.
And not back to the WWE either. I just think it's time. I think it's done.
He needs to
You,
retire. Yeah, he's the
I
wrestling business is
yeah,
passing by.
yeah, no, and it's not his fault. It's just the COVID stuff slowed him down. Then the injuries, and it's just like, yeah, Keith. I think it's time for Keith to call it a day.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Kip Sabian. Goodbye.
Yeah, he's been on the AEW roster since the beginning. I think he had one of the first matches that AEW ever had, and no noticeable growth or improvement whatsoever. The guy can wrestle. I've seen him wrestle, but as far as like any advancement in AEW, he hasn't had it. Hadn't had it. He's with Penelope, and then all of a sudden he was showing up in the crowd randomly with a paper bag over his head that said "over it," and it was just like did nothing happen from that. Now all of a sudden he's in a program with Christian Cage out of the blue, and it's like, okay, but yeah, no, the dude, I'd get rid of him.
All right. Commander.
They're not doing anything with Commander. Let him go. Like he's
Yeah.
like, and he doesn't do anything. To me, he didn't do anything overly special, anyways. That really stands out. So it's like, what are we missing? You can save money by cutting them, and it's not like Tony Khan's pushing them anyways.
Takeshita.
You keep Takeshita. They Tony Khan just got to do something with him at a consistent clip because it's like a start and then a stop. Like he'll win a couple of matches and then he'll lose to a big star, one of the top guys at AEW. Then he'll lose a couple more matches after that, and then he'll disappear off of TV or whatever, and then reappear again. So they have to be consistent with this dude. If they're gonna have him wrestle Okada, he's got to beat Okada. He's got to beat him. Otherwise, what is the fucking point with this guy? You like him? I think you at least like him because you have him on TV and he's in prime spots fighting prime time people, but what, that's all mute if you're not going to do anything with him that's concrete and consistent.
Right.
So Tony Khan's got to make up his mind on what he wants to do with Takeshita. But for now, I keep him though. I like him. He's a great talent. He's one
Yeah,
of my
he's good.
favorites to watch in AEW. Um, very very big guy. Just everything he does is nice, man. One of my favorites to really watch in AEW. He doesn't do anything that the next man does either. That's one thing I like about his matches as well. He has different innovative moves, man. And everything he does, you feel that shit. So
Yeah, he's good. I like him.
yeah.
But yeah, just continue.
So,
Just do something with him. Don't just like be lazy with his booking.
yeah.
Kyle Fletcher. Mm,
I like Fletcher. I like Fletcher. I think he's always in the mix. He's always on TV. He's a good wrestler, hard hitting wrestler. A little bland as far as the charisma goes and stuff like that. I think having him around with Osprey helps out at least. Don Callis, like, is that thing like you could either have him with Osprey or you could have him with Callis, so he's not in a bad spot. But as a talent though, physical talent, I think he's good. So I'd keep him. I'd keep him. And like I said, he's on TV every week. So it's not like Tony Khan's wasting his youth. They just got to find something concrete for him to do, though.
yeah, I guess. So keep him. Kyle O'Reilly. Eh, eh.
Yeah, I'm good on Kyle.
Yeah, he can. Kyle can. He can leave. I like Kyle, but it's just come on. He's doing nothing. So bye. Lance Archer. I thought he was gone already. So, but goodbye.
Yeah, yeah, it's time to let Lance rock.
Two Lees: Lee Johnson, Lee Moore. Who's the one dating Julia, or who's the one married to Julia Hart?
Scotty Lee Johnson.
So Lee Johnson. Did he already sign back, or is he already like about to leave?
I have no idea what his status is. I don't even know the last time I even seen that man on TV. But I mean, that's a problem. And look, we got to let him go. I'm sorry. Like, there's nothing. He's not doing anything. What do we do? What is Tony Khan doing with him? Is he on Ring of Honor? Because if he is, I mean, okay. But it's like at the same time, he ain't gonna be a big star for them. So just quit wasting this guy and let him rock.
Goodbye, Lee. Lee Moriarty. He's the current Ring of Honor Pure Champion.
Yeah, no, you keep Lee Moriarty. He's nice. I just wish they would do more with Shane Taylor Promotions.
Right.
I mean, because Shane Taylor can talk. He's a big man. He's got baby mama hips, but uh, he does. He does.
I just think of what Jim Cornette referred to Jack Perry. He says Jack Perry has girl hips.
Nah, I mean, I guess he's got basic girl hips, but fucking Shane Taylor's got baby mama hips. Oh my god. I mean, pause, but that man's got more curves than a race car track.
Jesus Christ.
I was like, when him and Keith Lee was a tag team in Ring of Honor, and they was wearing pants and like the singlet. That's why when I found it funny when people was bitching. Remember when Vince had Keith Lee wear like the singlet and shit like that, and people was bitching, why are you wearing a singlet? I'm like, this man used to wear a singlet and pants when he was in Ring of Honor. You idiots! Like, come on, like acting like Keith Lee never wore that outfit before, but. Yeah, I'm like, damn, man, they had to personally stitch Shane Taylor's pants together. My God, but anyways, nah, I think he's a good talent. Lee Moriarty. It looks like Kid Cudi and Frank Ocean had a baby. But but yeah, no, he's a good technical wrestler, good talent. I like the group that he's in, but they just don't do anything with the group. But they're doing something with him though. So you keep Lee Moriarty around for now.
Mansoor. And who's the other guy?
Listen, Mansoor.
Mansoor. But who's the other guy that he's with? I forget his name.
That's it, right?
No, Mansoor. Oh, is that the name? Oh, no, Mansoor. But who's the other guy? The big dude.
Mace.
Who?
Mace.
Mace. I like both of them. They got a job. They're getting paid, so good for them. Keep them.
Good team. And look, and the people were crying and whining and pissing up a rope when they were doing the whole zesty model gimmick, but they have took it and they're running with it. And they become a fun team too. Like they
I
do
like
really
both of them.
fun stuff in the indies and stuff like that. So nah, man, they're making the best out of that gimmick that Vince gave them and everything like that. And they're not complaining, man. They're running with it, and they're doing it in Ring of Honor and AEW TV. So that's cool. I like them. I want Tony Khan to do something with them besides having them show up and wrestle. Like they have to be in the mix. They have to be in a title picture. Call out the Young Bucks. Like what we have to stop doing this where we bring guys in, let them have matches, cool off, and there's nothing that advances them as characters or nothing that advances their ambition and stuff like that. Why are we here? Why are we here? You know, I think that's the part that Tony Khan struggles with sometimes, and sometimes Triple H struggles with that too. But I see it more in Ring of Honor or in AEW because Tony Khan brings all these guys in. I feel like just to pop a crowd or just do a dream match, and that's pretty much it. It's nice to sit back and actually tell a story where people have goals and work hard, and we see them week to week try to, or we see them every other week trying to work hard to get closer to those goals. I feel like that's missing sometimes in AEW.
Yeah,
So I just hope that we do more with these guys than just sticking them out there for random spots
right.
because they're way too talented for that.
No, I get you. Mark Briscoe, bless his heart. Bless
Yeah,
Mark
no,
Briscoe.
um,
He's gonna have a job for life in AEW. He's getting paid. He
yeah,
seems
of course.
happy. I mean, he's I don't want to be negative. So good for Mark Briscoe.
Reach for the sky, boy. Um, and he's Ring of Honor champion. His reign feels dead though because he's mostly on AEW television. So I hate that. I don't like that, but I do like Mark Briscoe. I think he's a great talent. I think he's very charismatic, very fun. I don't like the group with him, Kyle O'Reilly and Orange Cassidy. I don't care for it. I just think it's just random people together, like, and maybe that's the joke or whatever. But it's like, okay, whatever. I don't think he needs to be in that faction. I think he needs to be on his own because he can rock on his own. But yeah, I keep Mark Briscoe around, and he's a good locker room guy too. And he's a guy that will get in certain guys' faces too, if you know what I mean. So
Right.
he's good for that as well. He will check you if you try to disrespect him. So he's good for that too. I think that's missing in wrestling nowadays. Guys that will put you in your place and check you in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Exactly. Um. Yeah. Just good for him. Let him stay.
Hmm.
Mark Davis. I don't know who that is.
Mark Davis, Kyle Fletcher's partner in the Aussie Open. Keep them. They're good.
No.
They're a good fun team. Aussie Open together. Good team. Very hard hitting. I Mark Davis might want to switch to a singlet though. My guy's got that. He's got that double roll belly going on there. You know, he's got a barrel chest, but he's got that double roll belly. Wear singlet, Mark. But other than that, good team, and I think they're gonna get back together whenever he's ready to go again. But yeah, really good team, and AEW they love their tag team division, or so we are led to believe. But I'll let you guys be the judge individually. Um, so, and if that's the case, then you keep them around.
Yeah.
Um, and they barely got started before he got hurt anyway. So I keep him, see what he can do when he comes back, and we'll go from there. 6 months from now, we revisit this. If he's blowing ass, then my answer will change. But for now, keep Mark Davis.
Marshall and Ross Von Erich.
Got you in a stranglehold, baby. Um, I like the Von Erichs, but we got to do something with these guys. How do you have the Von Erichs, um the last set of Von Erichs for now in wrestling, and not have them on AEW TV every week? Like, I know that the trios champs with Dustin and everything like that, and that's cool, but these guys should be on AEW TV on a weekly basis, or at least a
Exactly.
semi-weekly basis. I don't get it. Why are we wasting these guys? I like the Von
Again.
Erichs. I like been very friendly with Marshall online. Marshall's a good guy. I
Hmm.
have no doubts that his brother's a good guy too. So yeah, I like the Von Erichs. I just want to see them succeed, man, because I think that their families had so much of a bad luck that Kevin was able to bring up two boys in the wrestling business and have them be the shining light of the Von Erichs. I think it's very, very fun, and it makes for a very good story, but they need to be on TV, man, so we could tell that story.
Yeah. Again, it's going back to what I said earlier. I see them, and I'm like, Triple H would have a boner to bring them in because he's
But,
such.
but why didn't he bring them in though? They were not in contract though. So I got a question: did Triple H really want these guys or not? Because they were not on in contract with MLW for a while.
I mean, isn't he like a wrestling historian though? Like he's such a big fan of like the old school and the Von Erichs. I don't know.
But
Again, like you
that,
said, Triple H is weird. Like his
that is
tastes have changed over the years, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, you would think with him being a savant and everything like that, oh yeah, let me call them in. But the MLW contracts, I think, were up in 2020 or 2021. He had all the time in the world to sign these guys. Why didn't he do it? So
Good point.
I don't know. I don't know, especially with them having WrestleMania in Texas one year. Like I don't get it. Maybe it's the negative press of the Von Erichsen the situation. I have no idea, but I don't get why they have not had any type of look from the WWE besides that point.
I mean,
I don't
in
get it.
the movie, the movie came out, you would have thought they could have capitalized on that and just bring them in. So I don't know. It's weird. Triple H is a
Mhm.
weird guy. Like I don't know.
I'm telling you, he's weird. He's weird. He's a weirdo.
So I don't know. Do Mason Madden. Oh, wait, that's Mace, right?
Yeah, don't keep it him.
Okay, then we're skip that. Uh, the Young Bucks again. Fuck them. But they're EVPs, so they're gonna stay there for life. So I fuck them, but still. Matt Sydal. Goodbye.
Yeah. What are they? What is Tony Khan paying this man to do?
Just sit at home.
Yeah.
Essentially.
So time to let Matt Sydal rock. Let him go somewhere else. I thought he was doing well in Impact. Doing the whole I'm a spiritual advisor. He had a spiritual advisor. Turned out to be Josh Matthews. I thought that was actually pretty funny. But yeah, he was doing some entertaining stuff in Impact. So um I just wish that he had more of a better he had more of a role, but the fact of the matter is that he doesn't. So you gotta let him go.
All right. Matt Taven and Mike Bennett. I don't care.
Yeah, I'd let those guys rock. All they're good for is being Ring of Honor tag team champions, apparently. So that lets me know that Tony Khan doesn't view them as a high priority.
Miro. I don't know why
Time,
he's still here.
time to pack the bags up and help him move back to Bulgaria if that's the case.
Which I think he already did that because I know him and Lana they've been done for a while, and he apparently moved back to Bulgaria. So
Well, it's time to take his ass out of AEW. It's over. It's done. Goodbye. And I like Miro. I like Miro. There's no Miro hate, but for the sake of Tony Khan and his budget, let him go. Why are you paying this man millions of dollars to sit at home in Bulgaria? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Let him go.
exactly. Nick Camarado. Goodbye.
Yeah, I like Nick. Big guy. Looks very old school. He looks like Elias now when Elias was doing the Ezekiel gimmick. Now that he
Right.
shaved his beard, he's
Hmm.
got the booty chin going on there. Oh my god! So it's kind of weird, but yeah, nah. Tony Khan's never gonna use that man. So yeah, let Nick rock. Let him rock.
Nick Wayne. They like him, so he's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere, but he doesn't do anything special, and he's not overly charismatic or anything like that. Hopefully, Christian will rub off on him, as he grows up. But as of right now, they're gonna keep him. They're gonna keep him in a nice, cushy spot. Um,
Yeah,
I
he's
myself,
he,
I myself personally would let him go and let him wrestle somewhere else so he can get reps and let
right.
him grow and have a persona besides being I'm a young guy that flips because how many of those do we have? But I'm the kid that flips, and I have a hot mom, so that makes me a little different. It's like, come on, bro. Like, I don't know.
That's another thing about the hype I never got about him, where it's like Nick Wayne, he's 19, and I see him, and I'm like, oh, another guy that can do flips. Like,
Yeah,
what's special about him? So, anyways, Ortiz.
you there, let Pa go. Sorry, Papa. I know you like making your money. That's why Santana left you, but yeah, it's time to let Ortiz rock. They're never gonna do anything with him as a solo. They didn't do anything with them as a tag team, and they're definitely not gonna do anything with him as a solo. So, time to let Ortiz rock.
Mhm.
Love you, Pa, but you gotta go.
Paul White, he can stay. I don't ever want to see Paul White or the Big Show ever again.
I'm telling you, if I hear what on TV ever, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it.
I don't know, unless it involves Obafemi destroying him for a year straight. I don't ever want to see Big Show on TV ever again. Unless he's going to the Hall of Fame. That's it. That's all. That's all I care about. Seeing the Big Show in any capacity. What's up,
And
Goof?
please, and please do not play that theme song.
No.
Please do not play. Where? Oh, I swear to Moses.
I got
I
some things in mind. That's
where?
the only lyric I know. Lucha Bros, Penta El Zero Miedo and Phoenix. They're apparently leaving.
Yeah, according to the word on the street, is that the Lucha Brothers are out of the door, and all of a sudden they're unprofessional now. You notice that?
Yep.
They're unprofessional. They're unprofessional and out the door. So yeah, no, yeah, if they're out the door, then let's help them pack their bags. Ray Phoenix, Mister Botch, 5 botches per second.
Mm-hmm.
Pack the bags. Get out of here. Pentagon, Cero, Miedo. It's time to help pack the bags and get them up out of here. Get them ready for the WWE or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Peter Avalon, goodbye.
Yeah, Peter Avalon. What purpose do you serve? I like Peter Avalon, PWG legend, but he's not doing anything, man. He's only there because he's friends with the Bucks. Like, come
Mm-hmm.
on. Like, there's no other. And I like Peter Avalon though. I think he's actually pretty. I think he's pretty entertaining. I didn't like the library stuff, but the stuff he used to do back in the day with Ray Roses back in the day, that's pretty good. I like the team, but and I like the work he did in TNA like 10 years ago with him. When he was Nor Furnham, that was his name, and the other guy Dewey Barnes, them as a funny jobber tag team. That was actually pretty good shit. But um, him now in present day, yeah, no way, buddy. It's time to pack it up. Time to pack it up, Peter.
Yep. Powerhouse Hobbs.
Man, selfishly, I would love to see him elsewhere. Um, are they ever gonna do anything with this fucking guy though?
Nope.
Well, based off Tony's track record, I don't think so.
Nope.
He's just gonna stand behind other people and look mean and do the snarl his whole entire career.
He's too big. He's not.
He's too big.
He's a big
Pause.
boy. Big dude. Yeah, again, selfishly, go to WWE, go to Impact. Just
Somewhere else.
where you're going to be used better. Preston Vance, was that Dark Order guy?
Los Ingobernable or La Facción Ingobernable.
Oh, goodbye. I don't care.
He's the only white El Peligreso or whatever the fuck.
Goodbye.
Yeah, no, they're not gonna use him either. Sorry. Pack it up.
Pack it up. Pack it up.
Get him a body.
Ricky Starks, he's already gone.
He's gone. He's out the door. We're just waiting for the announcement at this point. Or just waiting for him to show up.
Yeah, he's good. Rocky Romero.
He's the liaison for the CMLL, fucking New Japan stuff. He's an asset, so you keep him around.
For anyone joining us, we're doing a bus flip of the AEW roster. So Roderick Strong, yeah, he can stay. I don't care.
You keep Roderick Strong. I mean, he's a pro's pro as far as like wrestling goes. I mean, how many guys can learn from Roderick Strong? Yeah, I mean,
but it's also the AEW roster. So.
Yeah, but you think they would respect him more because he is an indie legend. And a lot of them grew up watching Ring of Honor. 9 times out of 10, they saw Roderick Strong when he was the television champion and he was the Ring of Honor champion fighting Seth Rollins and fucking Davey Richards and fucking Eddie Edwards and all that shit. So I mean, he's one of those guys, man, that they probably would look up to and respect, ironically.
I mean, if they're not going to listen to Bryan Danielson or CM Punk, then they're not going to listen to Roderick Strong.
I don't know. He's too indie-rific. Those guys grew up eventually, kinda.
Yeah. Roosh.
Oh man, you know what? For Roosh's sake, let him go. I love Roosh. Roosh is one of my favorite wrestlers in the world. I'm not joking. I'm not trolling people. Y'all seen a Roosh match? You see where he be beating the shit out of people? I love Roosh. He's not your typical luchador. He's that guy. He will smack the fuck out of you. He will drag you around. He'll beat you around. Hey, look at Jungle Boy. Fucking pissed out Jungle Boy last year. And you notice they haven't really done anything significant with Roosh ever since, to be honest with you. So I think he might be paying the price for that, but he's a really good intense talent. Something that if you like intense wrestling matches, he's somebody that you should seek out. But I don't think the AEW's ever gonna do anything significant with Roosh, so I would just let him go.
Yep. Sammy
Yo,
Guevara. Sammy Guevara.
how many chances is Sammy Guevara on now?
I don't know. The Tony loves him. I,
I feel
I
like
I'd, I'd say let him go, but I don't want to see him ever like anywhere. I don't care about him. He can stay in AEW.
yeah, he can stay in AEW. He's one of Tony's boys, so yeah. I mean, he better not fuck up anymore, though. That's all I gotta say. I don't know how much more Tony is gonna take of this guy fucking up and shit.
I would say go to WWE and they could like set him straight and
Mm,
like fix his
He's
attitude. But
he's too
you know,
cocky for that. He's too big headed for that.
yeah, you're right. So he can stay.
Yeah.
Do Samoa. I think Samoa Joe's as soon as that contract runs up, he's going back to Triple H.
Yeah, I can see him being a right hand man along with CM Punk with NXT
Exactly.
and shit like that. So yeah, nah, Joe's gonna go through the rest of his contract. He's definitely going back.
hmm
Mhm.
Satnam Singh, was it Zippy the Giant Pinhead?
Yeah, he's about as useful as a cock flavored lollipop. I mean, my God. I mean, he's there for the visuals. I can kind of respect that, but it's like, come on, man. He ain't doing nothing with this dude. He's a waste of space and he's a waste of salary. So get rid of him. Bye.
Yep. Goodbye. Scorpio Sky, he can stay. I don't care.
Actually, you know what? Let him go. They ain't doing jack shit with this fucking guy. He did an interview with Chris Van Fleet. What was it, last month or the month before that? I think he said that he was ready to come back and he had ideas for what he wanted to do when he came back, but I haven't seen Scorpio Sky since. So what's the holdup? And if Tony gave him the TNT title a couple of times, but it's like, come on, man, like were you doing anything significant with the dude anyways? So I don't know, man. I let Scorpio Sky rock. Maybe have him go to Impact and be with Cass. Maybe they could hook up and be a tag team or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
But yeah,
whatever.
I let him go personally.
Yeah. Serpentico.
Let him go. He's bad. He's not even the best guy they got. And the best they're doing with him is him and Angelico's Spanish announce project. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, that's bad. That is terrible. And Angelico dancing, doing a stupid dance or whatever, and him shooting shit out of his hand like he's fucking Spider-Man. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. Get he's a scrub. Get him up out of here. At least Angelico has talent. Believe it or not, because I think Helico's complacent. I know that's his gimmick is that he's chill and complacent, but like I think he is complacent for real. And it's just like, ugh. But Serpentico's awful. He's awful. So yeah, bye bye.
Yep. Shane Taylor.
I like Taylor, but I don't think Tony Khan wants to do anything with the dude because if he did, it would already been done already. Why isn't this guy the Ring of Honor champion? When AEW guys are Ring of Honor champions, that's a problem, and that's very alarming, by the way. But
It's kind of like
Shane Taylor's a good big man. And I know I was making jokes about him earlier, but Shane Taylor is a really good big man, and he's very threatening. And when he talks, he's got a somewhat of a threatening presence to him when he talks. So it's not like he's one of those soft spoken big men like Bobby Lashley, where you're like, oh man, you look great, you look $1,000,000, you're a big dude, but you can't talk verbally, you don't match. But nah, like Taylor, like his physicality matches his verbal skills. So I don't know why Tony Khan's not doing anything with him that's significant, but
all right. Sean Dean, the captain.
like I said earlier, I like him and Bravo together. I think they have something nice with the infantry. So yeah, I keep him. I just wish they would do more with them, though. They should do more with them.
Yeah, he's fine. Toa Leona.
I let him go. Tony Khan ain't gonna do nothing with this guy besides have him be Brian Cage's whipping boy. Not even whipping boy, because all three of them were collectively whipping boys. So
Yep. Tommy Billington. He just got there, and they
he
clearly
just got there. I mean, we'll see. We'll revisit this in 6 months or whatever.
yeah.
But it's too early to tell whether they're gonna do anything with the kid or not.
Yeah. Tony Nese. Yeah. Goodbye.
Same position he was in WWE. They had the premier athletes. They did what I wanted them to do, which is a gimmick he had in Evolve, where he had a crew of guys. I think Trent was a part of it. Who else was a part of it? And it was actually a pretty cool group that they had going on there. He had a fat ass bodyguard. He was like fat, and he would make fun of him all the time. And that was actually Tony Nese at his most interesting. But of course, he's in Ring of Honor, not doing much of anything, and it sucks. Because I like him and Woods together, and they have Davari with them and Smart Mark Sterling. They have something. They have potential to do something, but it's in Ring of Honor. Like, who cares? So
Right.
might as well just let Anthony Nese go. I like Anthony Nese, but I think he's a great talent from New York and everything like that. I've seen him wrestle a lot of indies in New York when I used to spend a lot of time uh, watching a lot of New York indies, but uh, it just seems like he's not a top priority. And when you're not a top priority or a priority period, then why are you here? You know? And it's not his fault, but like, why am I paying you if I'm not going to use you? So might as well let him
Right.
go.
Trent Beretta.
You like Trent. They want to try to do something with him, but he got hurt. I'm going to wait till he comes back because I actually thought his heel stuff that he was doing was actually all right. And I like him and Statlander together. If they do that and have them and Stokely, I think that can work. That could be fun. But I'll wait and see when he comes back because he out of that whole best friends trio and fiasco, I like Trent the most. I think he has talent. He's a good wrestler, and him as a heel, he's because the only time he's ever really been a heel, because I don't think him and Rocky were heels when they were doing Roppongi Vice. I don't think they were heels. I think Rocky he was a heel with Kozlov, and they were doing the Forever Hooligans. They were heels then, but I want to see Trent as a heel. That's my point. That's my whole point. I want to see him as a heel, see what he can do. I just feel like he got cut short because of the injuries, so I'm keeping Trent to see what he does, but when he comes back.
I don't know. I like Trent. I think out of that whole best friends group, I like Trent the most because he at least had a look.
Mm-hmm.
Again, I'm gonna be the asshole. Just get rid of him.
Get rid of him, yeah.
Yeah. Vincent.
I like Vinny Marsalia, but
Goodbye.
Tony Khan ain't doing shit with him. So, and that gimmick, he could do that gimmick in Impact or even in WWE, dare I say. And I thought him and Dutch were on their way. They were in the crowd for NXT, and then nothing ever happened after that. So,
Right.
I don't know.
Wardlow for the little guy. Just get rid of this guy and let him go somewhere else.
Yeah, they're not doing anything. All the starts and stops with Wardlow. It's time for him to go. I love Wardlow. I think Wardlow is a great big man, very impressive. But it seems to me that Tony Khan doesn't have this guy's best interest in mind with all the starts and stops, pretty much recreating that whole MJF thing with him and Adam Cole. That's when you know that whole thing was doomed. When he
Yeah.
was pretty much put back in the same role again, and it was like, okay, we have officially jumped the shark with this guy. We have no ideas, no fresh ideas for the dude whatsoever. You turn on MJF, or not turn on him, but you already beat MJF, but then you want revenge on him again. And then you're part of the Undisputed Kingdom only to be in the same role again? No.
Mm-hmm.
No fucking way.
Is
No
he a
fucking
Is he a Cody guy?
I do believe so.
Okay, maybe just ask him. Goof says Wardlow to TNA. That'd be interesting.
That would be interesting. And they can fucking use it too. Because Lord knows if I have to see Moose in the main event again, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god. Moose and Brian, give me a fucking break. Come on. Come on.
Brian Myers. Ooh. And I like Brian Myers as a person, but
He's a
talent,
decent
no.
wrestler, but come on. Being a top guy in TNA, you, Moose, and fucking Who's the Eddie Edwards fat ass? Come on, give me a break. Come on.
I love Don Tony's impression of him. The Kurt Hawkins.
For Hawkins, yeah, like come on, man. That's the best you got. That's your heel faction, TNA. Seriously, come on, get out of here with that bullshit. It's ridiculous, man. I'm sorry.
Uh,
I'm sorry. I just got bad. I got
I
bad.
know it's fine. Hey, I ranted earlier. Now it's time for you to rant.
I'm sorry.
We need at least one rant on this show, or two. I'm not picky. Wheeler Yuta, he can stay.
Or as I like to call him, Wheeler useless.
Exactly. He's with the black. Was it Big Black Cock Combat Club? Whatever the fuck they're called.
Oh God.
Wheeler Uterus, as Goof is saying. Will Ospreay, fuck him. No, I'm playing. They love Will Ospreay. So we can skip that. Zach Knight, Soraya's brother. I don't care.
Sriracha's brother?
Yep.
Oh man. They ain't doing nothing with that dude. They brought him in for nothing. He's like carrying Cross with the fucking jacket. He wears the same jacket. And it's like, dude, come on. And they're not doing anything with the dude. And he's a bigger dude too.
He
He's
did.
a favorite hire.
Right. Like he did the Page movie, not the other Page movie, but the Page movie that came out in
Ah!
theaters.
Heyo.
Ayo. Yeah, the character. I guess the characters like Soraya and Zach were in the Page movie that The Rock was in. So,
Mm-hmm.
all right. So that's the men. We're gonna do the women. Abaddon. I don't care. I don't care about her anymore. So goodbye.
How about Donk? Yeah, this time they don't. The only time they use this girl is they use her. It seems like they break her out for Halloween mostly. Which I mean, all right, but there's nothing. There's no follow up with and she has a gimmick. She has a gimmick, and I don't know how old Abaddon is. Abaddon very is one of the few that actually tries to keep her identity concealed and everything like that. So I give her credit for really taking a gimmick seriously, at least. Um, and she's all right in ring. I don't think she does anything particularly great, but I don't think she's bad either. She's just kind of in the middle there. But I don't know, bro. I just think that she's a waste of space if Tony Khan's not going to use this girl at a consistent clip. And I know that sounds like a theme, and I've been saying that a lot, but that's an alarming problem in AEW is that a lot of people don't get used at a consistent clip, especially the undercard people.
Right. She's also non-binary, so she's a they them. So just
Oh,
kind of
cool.
pointing that out. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, that don't affect me now. I know a lot of people get like they have hissy fits when they hear shit like that. I
I mean,
can be
I'm
fussy,
not
but
doing
no,
it either. I'm just like, yeah, whatever.
I can care less. That
So the more you know. Anna Jay, she is hot.
ass is crazy, man. My God. Boy.
Yeah, when she was doing that gimmick of like, I got a fat ass, I'm like, do you really? And now she's got a fat ass. I'm like, ooh.
No, she always did, bro. That's why I'm like, what? I said everybody was crying about Alexa Bliss having a fat ass, and I'm like, Anna Jay bounces that shit out of the water.
I don't know. Alexa had a cute ass. She had a nice
Skip
little
butt.
cute ass, basket butt. Anna
Yeah,
Jay's got a fat ass. Like, geez.
she's got a donk, bro.
Do you ever think she looks at Jack Perry and goes, I should have just dated a man?
I don't know. Jack Perry got to be doing something right.
I don't know. Either he has her under some type of like magical spell or he's got a freakishly large penis.
Something. And I mean, he's got to be doing something to entertain that. You don't have a girl like that on, a girl with a fat ass like that and not entertaining.
I don't know.
Mhm.
I better move along this conversation or else we're gonna be here all day. Yeah, she keep her for aesthetic reasons.
Yeah.
Athena, the longest reigning Ring of Honor women's champion of something. I don't care. Keep her. She can stay.
Yeah.
Okay. Billy Starks.
Young talent. Very young. Yeah, you keep her around. She's right where she needs to be at in Ring of Honor. At
Didn't
least Tony's using her. So
Didn't she no-show somebody? I think one of our podcast friends said that she no-showed him.
Probably wouldn't surprise me. She's very young,
I
dude.
think it
Like
was I
she,
think it was Carlick, if I'm not mistaken, Andrew Carlick. I think she no-showed him.
that's bad business. But yeah, she's very young. You know, my feelings about having people that young in the wrestling business, you
Yeah.
can't give them too much too soon, man, because sometimes they don't know how to handle it. That's why I was very apprehensive about them signing Javon Evans when they did. Like he's 19 years old, still so much room for error. Then when you give somebody too much too soon, like it fucks with your mind. It's like handing me $1 million at the age of 19. Of course, I'm gonna blow it all on the wrong shit. I'm gonna buy all the video games at the wazoo, buy cars, buy women, and yeah, of
I
course.
also think for Evans, he's in the right company, so they'll make sure he doesn't, fall off the deep end. But it's also up to him to
Well,
guide
wait a minute,
himself on
hold
the
on,
right path.
hold on, though.
Okay. Is he what?
Is he in the right company? Considering NXT's like college, if you know what I mean.
I mean, Shawn Michaels is going to be there to probably make sure he doesn't fall off, and I don't know. Again, I'm just speculating. I'm just giving my
Come
own
here, young
opinion.
man. You can't be looking at all that ass in this room. Come on. You gotta go.
It's like you guys can fuck around with whoever you want to fuck around with. Just don't bring that shit to work. Just don't. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Yeah. I do.
But yeah, Deanna Perrazzo. I don't care. Keep her. She can stay.
Yeah, keep Deanna Prazo.
Diamante.
I like Diamante. I wish they'd do more with her. But with that being said, I'll get rid of her.
Yep. This is
Hmm.
gonna be a controversial one, maybe. Dr. Britt Baker. If you can fuck all the way off.
All the drama, for the most part, that's ever been surrounding in AEW has had the common denominator, and it's always been Britt Baker. It's time to let her rock. It's time to let her go. Sorry.
Yep.
Bye.
She's no longer the boss's favorite toy. So she can
Mm-mm.
she can go bye-byes in the car. All right. Emi Sakura.
Who?
Emi Sakura. Sakura.
Hey, yo, she kind of thick. I ain't gonna lie. But all that aside, though, Tony Khan don't use her like that, so I don't even know what she's even on the roster for.
Yep.
But if she getting paid, she getting contract. I mean, she got a contract, she getting paid. Time to let her go.
Yep.
Come on, man. That's ridiculous.
Harley Cameron.
I like Harley. I like Harley. She's charismatic, fun. Her wrestling is not the strongest in the world, but it's not overly bad either. So she's alright as far as that's concerned. I'd keep Harley.
Yeah, she's fine where she's at. Hikaru Shida. Goodbye.
Mm.
Don't care. Don't care about her anymore.
She has lost a lot of steam. A
Oh
lot of
yeah.
steam. And I don't think she's gonna be champion ever again. Yeah, you know what? I agree. Might as well let it go.
Goodbye.
Hmm.
Jamie Hayter. Love her.
I love Jamie Hayter.
Would rather see her in another company, but who am I to
Yeah.
judge?
Yeah, let her beat some of these girls up and get them in shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'd keep her there for that alone.
Yeah. Julia Hart.
I'll keep Julia Hart. She was coming into her own before she got hurt. So
Yeah.
and that's what you want to see though from somebody that had no real big wrestling experience like that for her to grow and into what she is today. It's been fun to watch. So you keep Julia Hart and see what you can do with that for a couple more years.
Camille. Yeah.
Leo, looks great. Like physically, can't cut a promo to save her life though. That's her downfall. We'll see. The jury's still out. She's been there under contract ever since the beginning of the year. Allegedly. So that's oh my god, that's a bad start already. And she was openly talking about waiting and ready to be on TV and shit like that. So it's not much speculation, but I we'll see. We'll see. The jury's still out on her though. She's just only coming out and stuff like that. Oh wait,
Kiera Hogan.
Sarah Hogan. They don't do anything with that poor girl, and that ass is crazy, man. My God. But yeah, Kiera Hogan. The might as well just let her go. They ain't using her for nothing.
Yeah.
And now Mercedes is there too. Oh, she's definitely not getting used now.
Nope.
Her and Mercedes Monet had some choice words for each other back in the days.
I remember that. I do
You
remember
copied
that.
my hair. You copied my hairstyle. Oh, you think Mercedes gonna let that go? Why you think Sammy Guevara, his old fuck ass? The only time you see him in AEW nowadays is whenever Mercedes Monet ain't there. Where else is Sammy Guevara's at? Whenever Mercedes Monet is there, his ass is at Ring of Honor. Kiera Hogan, she's barely sniffing Ring of Honor as is. You think she gonna be on Dynamite now? No, might as well just let Shorty rock.
Yeah. Chris Statlander.
It's petty, but hey, it
Yeah.
is what it is.
Chris Statlander. I like Chris.
I like Chris Statlander. I would like to see her in WWE one day, but for now, she's doing her thing. Um, I'm keeping her. If I'm a boss, if I'm a boss and I need that woman that's a star that has a star look, Statlander's my girl. She's got charisma. Um, she looks great, and just yeah, and her wrestling is fun too, very fun. And she's cutting out a lot of the sloppy stuff that she was doing and getting hurt off of. So it's even better now. Like I think she's in her best form now. So now you keep a woman like that. You whew, you keep a woman like that. Just personally, for me personally, all business aside, my God, Chris Thicklander, my God. My God, you're not you. If you're a heterosexual man, you know what I'm saying. You like your women, built like a brick house. Hey, Chris Statlander is the #1 draft pick right there. My God, Whee!
Can't argue with that.
Oh
What's
my
up,
God,
Mish? Mish is in the chat room. What's up, man?
Mish, what's going on, man?
If you're joining us, Mish, we're doing a bus split for the AEW roster. So we're
You
on the
gotta think.
women
We got to thank Wrestling Soup for that.
early show.
The
Uh, good stuff. Let's see who's next. Justin's girl, Layla Gray.
Oh yeah, you keep Layla Gray. I think Layla Gray's got. I've seen a lot of her work in OVW and stuff like that. Uh, she can she could be somebody in AEW. It just I don't know if it's gonna happen. Like me, if I had to pin Layla Gray would be probably one of my top girls. But for Tony, I don't think that's gonna happen. So I I don't want her being the flight attendant for the Martins and Andretti and Leo Rush to be all it for, but I think that's gonna be the highest she's gonna get if that actually has legs and goes anywhere. So for that alone, I'd just let her go.
Oh shit. Okay, so I don't think I've ever seen a picture of her. No,
Oh,
Justin's always hyped her up. I'm looking at her right now. Ooh.
bro, that she is
Ooh.
funner than a motherfucker. Oh my god.
Let's
Oh
see.
my god. Usher. Like Jesus Christ. Yeah,
That
she
is.
is. Yeah. That
Mm.
her body is out of control.
Yeah, Justin, I can see what you're talking about, buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. She's definitely worth that praise, buddy.
All right, let's see. Layla Hirsch.
Let her go.
Don't care. Never,
Yeah, let her go.
never cared about her. Everyone made a big deal about her. It's like she's freaking suplex the guys. I'm like, yeah, that's their problem. Letting a 5 foot, was it a 4'11" girl
Yeah,
suplex you?
she's 4'9". Come on, like she like a child standing up next to Camille. It was crazy. Like, come on, get
I
the fuck out
saw
of here.
that and I'm like, of course, you're gonna think what I'm thinking, like
Porn.
the picture
This
of
is
like the
porn.
tall girl lifting up the short girl in porn. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, 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 man. Because it's come on, no, stop it, stop it. I hate when people we should agree. No, bro, like I'm sorry. Wrestling, no matter how much we try to fool ourselves, it's still an aesthetic business. It is. The visual is everything, man. it's still everything for the most part. And Layla Gray, that's crazy, man. That people are like on this girl's
Hirsch.
jock because she can. Oh, I said Layla Hirsch. Excuse me, sorry, Layla Hirsch because she's this phenomenal fucking technical wrestler, man. That comes up to my fucking quadricep. Please spare me, spare me.
No, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Madison Rain, she's fine.
What does Madison Rain do?
I mean, to be fair, what did she do when she was in TNA?
I mean, at least she was on TV every week. I mean, I give her that. I'll give Madison Rain that.
I don't
Whether
know,
it's
like,
good, bad, or indifferent, she was on TNA every week.
yeah, but even in TNA, I never cared about her. Like of all the women, the knockouts, I didn't really care about her. I never really saw the hype on her personally. But
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
it's like you said. What is she doing? But what else can she do anywhere else? So she can
That is true. That's
she
true.
can she can stay where she's at because yeah, or she can go to TNA and just be like a I don't know like a spokesperson or
I don't know how many more beautiful people reunions we could have at this point. I mean, Angelina Love's face keeps on morphing and changing.
Jesus Christ.
Like, I mean, y'all see Angelina Love's new face?
Oy.
That
And
she looks better than the last face she had, though. I ain't gonna lie. I barely recognize. I'm like, wait a minute, hold on, that's Angelina Love. She looks nice. All
man,
right.
I'm all set with seeing Velvet Sky. I'm good. I don't need to see her.
Yeah, Velvet
Uh,
Sky's like,
yeah,
I
she's a
don't know.
cunt. She's a cunt.
Oh,
Fuck her.
oh, wow, damn, that's a lot of venom.
I mean the whole thing with her and Bubba Ray and John Draper. Well, I'll tell you offline, but
I
she's
mean, I know about that situation. I've seen it.
yeah, she's a cunt. Fuck her.
Yeah.
Where we at? Marina Shafir. They're doing a thing with her and I was gonna say Draper. No, Moxley.
Oh my god.
Draper was on the mind. Moxley. So
Moxie wish he can cut a promo like John Draper.
yeah, exactly. So yeah, they put her with Moxley, so they want her for some reason. I don't know why.
I will give Marina Shafir credit. Instead of just being the label of being Ronda Rousey's friend, I will give her credit. She during her time in being in AEW, she's tried to get better in indies and stuff like that. I think she was like, wasn't she champion over in was it Defy Women's Champion maybe? One of those promotions. So she's been trying to work on getting better and stuff like that, which I can respect, but I don't know, man. It's quite crazy. But yeah, I'll keep her for the sake of seeing what this Moxley storyline goes. But 6 months from now, ask me my opinion if this thing lasts. I might have a different one for you if this doesn't work out. But
Mercedes
for
Martinez. Oh, good. I'm sorry.
no, but I keep it for now. And
Yeah.
Mercedes Martinez, I love Mercedes Martinez, fucking legend. Mish, me and you can bond here. All the years of seeing her on Shimmer and Shine, I love Mercedes Martinez. Mama, I love her, but goddamn, they're not doing anything with her. They're
No.
not, and
No.
it's like it's a goddamn shame because
No. Put it.
I like the stuff she was doing in NXT before they let her go. And I was like, God damn it. And then she goes to AEW and it's nothing. She's not doing nothing. And it's like, wow.
She had that really fucking like badass cage match with Rhea on NXT.
It was great. And it was good for Rhea's development too, to wrestle somebody that can match her freak, so to speak, as the kids like to say. Because Mercedes is a big tough chick, that can take it and she can dish it too. So that worked out nicely. And even she had the matches with Raquel too that were nice too. So I liked Mercedes there. In AEW, it's been a bunch of sweet nothing. I know they've been having her do stuff with Diamante, but it's like, I don't know, dog. It's just not good. So I let Mercedes go because it's not doing anything with her. It's a waste of money, even though I mean that could easily be fixed if you actually use her, but they're not. So let Mercedes Martinez go. I'm sorry that has to come out of my mouth, but
Yeah, just I again, I would love her to go to WWE and just be a coach for NXT, like Mish is pointing out.
oh yeah, and
Um,
that's another good point too with LaFisto. Yeah, no, definitely, and she was probably the vet. Remember, LaFisto said that one of the vets in the locker room told her about Britt Baker's nasty shit. So yeah, no, definitely. And for the Shine and Shimmer days, yeah, you damn right. They busted their asses together. So that makes sense to me too.
I think she named her by name. I remember that interview. I think she named her by name, where she
She
said, "Go ahead."
okay. No. I was asking you, did she? Because
I believe
I
so.
remember
Yeah.
I remember the original statement. She said that the vet that she known for like 20 years or so told her that, you know, that a lot of the girls are run loose and Britt Baker is queen bitch around there and shit like that. So nah, it made sense to me that it was Mercedes, just based off their history and shit like that. So
But
um
again, I would love if Mercedes just came back to WWE just as a coach for the women in NXT, or go to Impact. Go to Impact. Do something there. So
they
she's wait.
Lord knows Impact could use the help.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm.
Nyla Rose. I don't know where she's been. Where is she?
It seemed like they made this big deal about her, Nyla Rose signing like 5 years ago, but yet and all, and being progressive and stuff like that. But what has Nyla Rose done besides being women's champion like one time? Nothing. A bunch of sweet nothing. And it seemed like they use her sporadically. Um, like she'll be on the bench, and then all of a sudden, surprise, bitch, and she'll taunt and torment somebody for like a couple weeks, then lose to that person, and she's off TV again. So it's like that's a waste of time. That's a waste of money. That's a waste of everything. So might as well just let her go.
Mm-hmm. Penelope Ford.
One of the most gorgeous women that they have that can take and do all the crazy bumps that they like over there, but they're not using her. Like that's confusing to me. Very confusing to me. I can easily see her and Mariah May and her or Tony Storm having one of those like bloody matches or whatever, but they're not using her. I'm confused by that. I'm just as confused that Triple H is not doing anything with Scarlett in any other type of capacity besides standing there looking sexy, which is not a bad gig if you can get it. But we all know that Scarlett is more than that. But the same thing with Penelope Ford. Like, I really don't get it. Now, I know that she had, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but I know she at least had one miscarriage. I know her and Kip Sabian tried to have a baby, like, a year or two ago or something like that. Um, and they had, like, a miscarriage or something like that. So, maybe that might be why she's off TV, but still, like, it's like if you're not in the game, why am I paying you?
Exactly.
So I'm sorry to say it, but you got to chuck Penelope forward. So yeah,
Mm-hmm. Queen Aminata.
I
No.
love Queen Aminata. I love her. She's good. I like her a lot. I like her aesthetic. She has a good look. She can wrestle. So I would keep her, but I don't know. I don't know what Tony's thinking. I don't know what he's thinking. Sometimes he shocks you who he wants to do shit with. So I'm she's one that we're gonna have to circle back to in 6 months. But for now, I'm keeping her.
I don't know. I've literally never heard of her until now. So I'm gonna have to
Hey,
see. I'm just gonna have to see her work just to judge it. So,
no, she's
uh,
been primarily on Ring of Honor for the most part, doing the whole thing with Athena.
right.
But she's teamed up with Sky Blue a couple of times too, like last year before they turned Sky Blue heel.
Right.
Oh yeah. No, but she's a fun women's wrestler. I like her a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Rachel Ellering.
Um, I just don't see it. Yeah, I let her go. Let Rachel
Yeah.
go. Don't
Same.
see it.
Rebel. Goodbye.
Rebel, she's still on contract?
That's what I'm seeing.
Oh God. No, you let her go. Why the hell am I paying her for? She ain't been on TV in like years. What the fuck? What? Yeah, nah, let her go. Ellering having Rachel Ellering be with Cross though, that's not bad. That is not bad at all, actually. Have her replace her dad.
Or I was
Oh,
gonna say have her and Scarlett be a team.
or have her be Scarlett's heavy.
Yeah, like
Rachel Ellering.
they can add to that women's tag team division. Lord knows they need it.
Yeah, Paul Ellering is getting ancient to the point where the only thing he does is just mean mug the camera. I mean, it's hilarious watching me mug the camera, but he
I
don't
just
even cut promos anymore.
I just find it funny. I don't know why it's me that finds it funny that like of that whole group's aesthetic, you just look at Paul and he has his shirt tucked into his pants. I just find that kind of funny. I don't know why.
Ah,
So
I
it's
mean,
like we're
Goof. I mean, Goof. What is Rachel Ellerin doing in Ring of Honor or AEW right now? I mean, what is she doing that's so special? I mean, it's not like she has anything to lose or gain at this point. I can understand if she was. I can understand if she was like women's world champion right now, and then she just left, and I was a downgrade. But this is like, I mean,
yeah.
it can't be either better or worse. To be honest, but I don't know. It is what it is. I let her go personally because they're not doing anything with the chick anyways. So
Red Velvet.
Red Velvet finally got her due. Won the Ring of Honor TV Women's Championship. Um, so she's got something right now that's paying off. You know, all her hard work and all the times of her eating losses all the time. It seemed like they had Jade Cargill beat her like a drum all the time. Sasha Banks, Sasha Banks Monet. Hey, don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath, Mish. I know everybody heard the rumor about Mercedes getting her own faction. Hey, Red Velvet might be. She might be Sasha Banks.
Yeah, keep her.
Oh
She's
man.
fine where she's at, I guess.
Yeah. No, she could be a clone.
Riho, she can go.
Riho comes and makes a little stops. Seems like she'd be making her little pit stops and she's back off to Japan. But yeah,
Goodbye.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan personally, and like she's not gonna be if she's not gonna be on the mix. What's the point of keeping her underneath contract and paying her money if she's not gonna be in America? America? She's not gonna come to America, so might as well just like let her go and just bring her in if you want to bring her in, bring her on a pay per appearance deal. Like not paying her money to be in Japan mostly.
What wasn't that like the thing that Kenny was apparently with her or something?
I have no idea. Kenny
That's what.
Omega's a weird guy.
Well, over the years, I guess over the months, Kenny has kind of like realized, wait, this shit's kind of stupid. I don't know when Kenny's making more sense. That's when you know things are wrong.
Mhm.
Ruby Soho, she's on maternity leave, so
Yeah.
goodbye. No, I'm playing. She's fine. You're
Yeah,
fired.
I keep Ruby Soho. I just hope they do something with her when she comes back though.
Yeah.
So
Soraya, goodbye. Never come back.
yeah, I'm all set. You know, they gave her a chance to try to make the comeback and everything like that, but it hasn't been great.
Yeah.
And I think the best use of her is just use her as a manager, use her as a mouthpiece.
I mean,
Um
I have an idea what the best use of
Oh
her is.
no. She can't be around me. She gotta go. She ain't being
I
my mouthpiece.
Yeah, you don't want that on. You don't want that piece.
No, I don't. I
You
do
don't want
not.
that. You don't want that mouth on your piece.
I don't want no Nestle Crunch dick, all right? I
You
don't want
don't.
that. I don't
You don't
want
want.
that.
You don't want to get some form of rabies.
No. Hell no.
Let's Serena Deeb. And just please go somewhere else where you're appreciated, please.
And I think her and Impact with that'd be pretty nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
Because
I agree.
I don't know. I don't think it's gonna work out for her in AEW like that. Like I don't know. I just don't know.
Agreed. Sky Blue. She can stay.
Oh my god. She can stay and wear all kinds of shorts that she wants to wear. My God. Kyle Fletcher, you are the man. You the man. Hey, I can't talk shit about you when you're hitting that. Yeah, you piping that down or whatever. She with you, like you doing something right, dog. So I can't hate on you, my guy. I can't. You doing your
certainly,
thing. My
certainly cannot.
God, man, gonna be me. I'll be buttering her down like a biscuit, boy. You feel me? Like I'm frosting those cakes. Jesus Christ, Sky Blue, my God. But no, Sky Blue's coming to her own too as a wrestler and everything like that. So nah, you keep Sky Blue around too. Her and
Te-
Julia Hart, you like you build you build your company around those girls whenever the Mercedes burns out and whenever Britt Baker finally gets fired or leave. Like you have girls like Julia Hart and Sky Blue in your back pocket and Red Velvet ready to push. So I keep them. I'll keep her.
Tay Mello, she's still on maternity leave.
Mm,
Eh, eh,
I don't give a fuck.
I don't care.
I don't. I don't. I don't.
No, don't care. Teo Valkyrie, don't. Goodbye.
Yeah, they doing nothing with T. I love Taya, but not doing anything with her
No.
at all. Wasting her.
Yeah,
I wonder if
she's.
it's an age thing too. Could it be an age thing? Because
I think
Taya's
it's
what 41.
that, and also she's not in shape. Again, I hate to be a pig, but it's like an Impact. She was like flexing dudes, like she was like suplexing motherfuckers. Then she went to NXT and she was out of shape, and then she came to AEW and she was out of shape. So.
Yeah, Taya Valkyrie like 10 years ago had like fucking pack abs back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, because I used to watch a lot of her shit in Mexico. Um, but yeah, it's just I don't know, man. It's pretty sad to see that though.
What does AEW's gym even look like? Is it like, oh, here's a treadmill? Okay, where are the weights? You can buy your own. Okay, so I don't know.
I have no idea.
Ah, boy.
I have
Thunder Rosa, just go somewhere. Go to Impact. Actually, I'd love to see her in Impact.
Thunder Rosa. Da 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 da. I like Thunder Rosa, but it seems like to me that AEW. I think her. Ugh, I think she climbed her mountain already. I think it's over. I don't think she's ever getting the women's championship ever again. I think she'll just
No,
be in these little middle of the card feuds, and that's it. And I think maybe her age might have something to do with it too, because isn't Thunder Rosa 40 something too?
she is.
Duh,
According to
Rosa.
this, she's 38.
38. She's almost 40. That's close enough.
I don't know. Like, I mean, selfishly go to WWE, but I think I would rather see her in Impact. I think Impact needs the help they can get with their
Impact
women's
needs
division.
all the help they can get right now.
So I
All the
think she'd
help
be
they can
perfect
get.
for Impact.
Because I'm gonna tell you something. Alicia Edwards, when she's the top heel in your knockouts division, that's a fucking problem. I'm sorry. That's a
Hmm.
fucking problem. Looking like somebody put the boots to her chin. Like, give me a break. The fuck out of here with that shit, man.
You sound mad. Fuck
I'm,
out of here with
I'm
that shit.
sick. I'm sick, man. Because you got Masha Slamovich right there. But yet, no, she's playing, well, was up until last week, playing second banana fiddle to her. And it's just like TNA, for whatever reason, are allergic to pushing young monster fucking people. I don't get it. Jake something and fucking Hammerstone doing the job to Eric fucking Young, man. Like I'm sick. I'm tight. But
Mm.
go ahead, continue. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I get you. I get you. Well, we ranted about that. Um, we can skip Tony Storm. Willow Nightingale. Love
Mm.
Willow. Again, one of those things of like I'd rather see her in WWE. That's just me, but yeah.
Willow Nightingale is the type of girl you take to your mama's house, and you feel like her and your mom will like connect a little bit.
Oh,
But
okay. I was kind of worried where that was going to go, but continue.
no, in a positive way. But she is scrumdiddlyumptious and cute though.
Yeah.
Nah, but she can wrestle her ass off. She's very tough, and I like Willow a lot. She's an asset. If I'm Tony Khan, I'm keeping her, doing whatever it takes to keep her. But I like to see her in other places too.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for
And
now, I'm keeping her. I'm keeping her. I'm
and then
selfish.
Yuka Sakazaki.
I like Yuka. I like Yuka. Magic carpet ride, baby. I love her, but she's underneath contract too. That's a waste of money to me because we only see Yuka like a handful of times a year. That to me, that doesn't warrant signing her to a contract. Pay per appearance deal, yeah, but a contract, no. I'd cut that contract in a heartbeat. Sorry, I love you, Yuka, but gotta cut that contract, baby.
Yeah.
Or if you want to come to America, come to America. Sign you to the contract. You can keep that contract, but you can't. I can't be paying you thousands of dollars and you in Japan primarily, and that's not going to work out for me. So what are you doing for me? What are you doing for me?
Not a damn thing, apparently.
Exactly.
So that's the wrestlers, and then we just have a lot of on-air personnel,
Uh,
producers,
get rid of
broadcast
them
team.
all. Get rid of them all.
Let's just
Except
run
for
through them.
Taz.
Let's just run through them. Fuck it. Alex Abrahantes,
He's good for the Spanish talent translator, so you keep him.
Don Callis.
Good manager, but I wish they would do more with his faction. He has the potential to have a solid faction, but they don't do nothing with the guys. They don't really do anything with him like that. That doesn't revolve around Kenny Omega. I think what they're gonna do something. I think Fletcher's gonna turn on Osprey next week or whatever. I think they're gonna do that if they have the balls. I have a feeling in my bones they're gonna do that. But again, I don't know at the same time because it makes sense. Just because it makes sense to me doesn't mean that it doesn't make sense to Tony.
Right.
So I don't know, but it looks like to me that's what they're setting up for Osprey, Fletcher to turn on Osprey with Callis and everything like that. So maybe he has a chance to get that heat back, but they need to do something with that guy though, because he cuts really good promos, and I like him as a manager. And I think him with the whole family thing, I like it. I like Hobbs, I like Takeshita, and I like Fletcher to a lesser degree. But I like those guys. I like the group he has. I just wish they would do more with those guys and they have more success. Because it's
Right.
not enough to have great wrestling matches if you have no success to go along with it.
Jake the Snake. He can stay. He's happy. I don't care. Um,
When was the last time you seen Jake on TV? I haven't. I like Jake in the beginning. He's cutting those promos. Remember he told what you call it? You ain't gonna bust a nut while you're in the ring.
yeah.
What? Wait, what? Jake, you're not gonna let me bust. That was funny as fuck. It caught me off guard. You could tell Lance Archer wanted to laugh, but he couldn't.
Yeah.
He wanted to laugh so hard, but he couldn't. He was just like, I can't believe this motherfucker said that. But
Uh,
nah, I like Jake. I like the idea of him as a manager, but they don't do anything with him though. So Archer's on the lower tier shows, and when he's on, he's losing. So there's nothing like they're wasting him.
Karen Jarrett. Yeah, she's with Jeff, so who cares?
Yeah, she's with that
Uh,
whole parade of losers.
Luther. Goodbye. He's a Jericho hire, so goodbye.
I like him with the Tony Storm stuff though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like if he wasn't doing the Tony Storm stuff, I would have been right there with you. Get rid of his ass. But I like
Yeah.
him with the Tony Storm, the Luther. Like it's actually pretty nice. So I keep him around for that. If he's doing that, but if he's doing something else and he's with Jericho or something, no, he gotta go.
Yeah. I guess that makes sense. Mish's girl, Maria.
Oh God. They're not doing anything with Maria either. Like I said earlier, I'm not the biggest Maria fan, but how do you not do anything with Maria though? Like let her be a bitch. Like give her the microphone. Let her be a bitch for somebody, anybody. Help somebody get some heat. How is that not a slam dunk for Tony Khan? I don't get it.
Mish is saying she's on medical leave.
Is she? I
I
don't
that
know.
that's I
That's
don't know.
news to me if she is. That's news to me if she is. I mean I legit don't know.
Okay. Smart Mark Sterling.
Mental health. Okay. All right. Well,
Mm, okay. Smart Mark Sterling.
he's all right, but like he's in Ring of Honor. He's in Ring of Honor. Like he could be something because he's a dorky guy and everything like that, and he can get some heat or whatever. But it's like let's use him. Let's make some money like using this guy or something. Have him be with the right heel. I don't get it, but uh, I get rid of him personally. Yeah,
Yeah.
let him go.
Mother Wayne. She's fine where she's at.
He's hot. She's
Yep.
a hot looking lady. And yeah, no, she definitely is. And I don't know, like her with Nick Wayne, like they can when they eventually separate from Christian though, and Christian, because him and Adam Copeland are gonna get back together, like that's a foregone conclusion.
Yep.
I would keep her with Nick Wayne. Maybe I don't know how good her talking is because I've never seen her cut like a promo or anything like that. But if she
Oh no,
can,
her acting is bad. I
that's damn it. I was about to say maybe they could have done something with that where she's where she helps him cheat to win matches and shit like that. You can actually get away with that.
like
You
she did
know?
a bit where she was like talking to Nick, and the whole time she's like, "No, son, no, son, please, son," and she's like
Oh
yelling at
no.
like Mish is saying, porn level acting bad. Like
Oh
she's
my god, not
bad.
porn level. Oh my god, yeah, that's bad. Okay. Well, never mind then. I was about to say, well, if she had any type of verbal skill, then maybe you can have her cut the promos for Nick Wayne and then have her like cheat for him and shit like that. Mama's boy type stuff, But I
I'm
get
not gonna
it.
say anything.
Oh no, not stepmom. Ah! Yeah, she
Mish.
might. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, definitely not suitable
Uh,
for television. But on our phones though, yeah. For our phones and our televisions and our tablets. Oh my god.
MJF, I'm stuck in the dryer. Can you help me out?
She looks like Mother Wayne kind of looks like the that porn chick Juliana a little bit.
She does actually. She
She
does.
does
I was wondering what she looked like.
because
Jesus
I
Christ.
was looking at a picture of her and I'm like, why she look like Julia Ann like 10 years ago? Like my god, like it's crazy. But nah, damn it though. If she can cut a promo, if she can learn to cut a promo, I'd keep her around because the whole thing of her helping Nick, her son, to win matches, that you can do something with that, and
Yeah.
that could get them heat. So I keep her around.
Brody Lee Jr.
That kid's gonna have a job for life.
Fire him.
His father died,
I'm playing. Keep
so
him,
yeah,
obviously.
he's staying
He has a job for life. He'll be fine. He's
unless
a
he
go ahead.
unless he decides to betray them and go to Uncle Cody.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's always a possibility.
He appeared on WWE television celebrating with Cody. He's a traitor.
He's a true. How dare he?
Your father would be disgusted.
Your father would disown you if he knew the kind of behavior and the kind of things that you do. Why would you do that?
Yes, exactly. You piece of garbage.
How dare you, little have fun at WrestleMania? How dare you, huh?
How dare you?
Who
Be
the fuck are
happy
you?
for the opposition.
How dare you? After all the work we done put into getting rid of Cody, getting him out of the way. How dare
Oh,
you?
never mind.
Huh?
I wish they took you instead of your father.
Oh shit!
I'm not saying that's how I feel, people. I'm saying that's what the opposition would say. That's what the AEW fans would say.
Oh damn! Oh man! Whoa!
And
Drew Yari hates -1.
I'm not
Get
saying I
you.
do. I'm saying that's what the fans would probably say. Those fucking sickos. Um,
Those motherfuckers
he,
are crazy.
he has a job for life. Good for him. He's being taken care of. He's still training. I think he's 17 now. And yeah, they put up. There was a video I think yesterday of him training. So we'll see.
Good. That's good. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Prince Nana. I adore Nana. So
Yeah, I love Nana. Big longtime fan of Prince Nana, going back to the embassy days, the real embassy days of the Crown Jewel, Jimmy Rave and Tommaso Ciampa, those days. Always liked him, always loved him, and I always loved my man there, Truth Martini. I wish Truth Martini was around. I really wish he was around because I think he would be great for AEW too. Because he's such a great manager and he got a lot of heat. Both him and Nana both, but I love Prince Nana, bro. I'm glad he's successful right now. He's got the coffee business and he's one of the more over things about the AEW show with the dance and everything like that. So I love Nana a lot, and I'm happy to see him on TV because I was just asking for years, even after he left Ring of Honor, because he left Ring of Honor in like what 2013. I'm like, why is this guy not on WWE TV managing somebody for God's sakes? And even all that time afterwards, like I think he should pop back up in Ring of Honor to be with Dijak for a while, and that went nowhere. Yep, there you go. The old school song, the old school Embassy theme song. Lil Kim Drugs. Yes. Yes. That's great shit. I love that. That's great. And him walking Jay Chung, Josh Alexander's wife, down the aisle with the leash. That would definitely not fly today. But that was daring shit back in the day. That was daring shit. But he did that. He was despicable, man. He was a motherfucker. he was he was a motherfucker, man. But I definitely love Prince Nana, man, and I'm glad he's successful today. So you definitely keep a guy like that around, man. Definitely keep him around. Oh, I'll pay him double to stick around. Shit, fuck it. He's that entertaining.
Sanjay Dutt.
Oh God, fucking
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Bald head ass. My man botching promos on TV. Yeah, let Sanjay go.
Never cared about him. Stokely Hathaway. Hey, he's entertaining. Keep him.
Yeah, Stokely's funny too. Very entertaining. I don't think a lot of some of his references though. I wish he would cool down on them because he be talking about shit that that the AEW hardcore marks have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. When he referenced certain old school hip hop song, like, dude, you gotta know, you gotta read the room and know your audience here. You can't be quoting Biggie in front of like the AEW audience. I don't know who the fuck that is. Come on. The AEW fans. Yeah, I listen to Notorious Big. Yeah. Yeah, sure you do, pal. But I like Stokely Hathaway. You keep a guy like that around.
Yeah. So, referees. Aubrey Edwards. Goodbye. You suck.
Oh God.
Goodbye.
Can I just take her nose and break it with my pinchy fingers?
Yeah. Do what you want. I can't stand her. Just she sucks.
Yeah. Looking like the horse from Family Guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. You know the horse I'm talking about too, right? The horse of the dopey looks.
Oh,
That's Aubrey Edwards.
God.
When I see Aubrey Edwards, I think of that horse. Like, you know how on TV where, certain people see visions of certain people and that they face morph into that vision. Well, every time I see Aubrey Edwards, in my head, her face morphs into that horse from Family Guy. That's Aubrey Edwards.
God.
Get her up out of here. Get what you call it up out of there too. Rick Knox, the bald headed guy from Charm.
God, he's fucking terrible.
Get him out of there. Get him out. Yep, that's Aubrey Edwards, the horse. There you go.
He's only there because the Young Bucks like him.
Yeah, so. He was the referee in PWG. He was the referee that did spots with them. Michigan backed me up on that. Like he was the guy that did all the spot. Anytime that they did an angle. It was actually an angle on the PWG shows where they would kick him and beat him up until he got tired of it, and when they would kick the referee, or not the referee, the ring announcer. I forgot what that dude's name is, but they would super kick him every time he would do their intro. Until he had enough, and he started fighting back with them too. So, it's no wonder. I'm surprised he's not their ring announcer too, based off of that alone. So, but whatever. Yeah, he's one of the Young Bucks boys, so he's gonna have a job for life. I would cut him. I would cut him otherwise, though.
Yeah, Bryce Remsburg. He's good. He's
a good ref. He was one of the refs from Ring of Honor, one of the last ones. Him and Paul Turner and who's the other guy?
There's Paul Turner. He's on list too. Steven Smith.
Oh, that's the guy. Wait a minute. Is that the guy from NXT that had baby mama hips too? I think that's the referee. I think he is. Stefan Smith. I think that's the guy.
Baby mama hips.
He got baby mama hips too.
You noticed
it was bad because he was at NXT. He was at NXT. Remember? I'm like, why are they pointing the camera at this referee's ass, man? I'm like, I don't want to see this. Like, why are they pointing the camera at his ass?
You point out these things that I don't know why you're noticing them. Like,
I mean, with Shane Taylor, he's a wrestler, so like you got no choice, man. This man, he is built like somebody's baby mama.
oh my
He's
god.
got the hourglass figure. But Stephon Smith, they used to literally point the camera at the man's ass so he could do the spots or whatever. And it's like, dude, I don't want to see this. Why am I seeing this? It's like, come on. It's distracting, man. When the cameraman is on it. Like, I get it. I mean, you want to have variety and equal opportunity, I guess, for making up for the camera being all up on the girls' cakes or whatever. But it's like, oh man, come on. I don't want to see that shit. But yeah, I do believe that is him though. Because I think WWE let him go too when they did the budget cuts.
There's also Brandon Martinez and Mike Posey. I don't really know the
Mike Posey, yeah, he's a Ring of Honor referee too. I remember that name.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Broadcast team.
Oh boy.
Alain Mistrangello. He's the French language commentator. I don't know who that is.
They're gonna ask Tia about that. But I guess you keep him for now. He's harmless.
Alex Marvez, the Officer Barbrady, is what Jim Cornette calls him.
Yeah, let him go. He serves no purpose. Like he's not on the booth. He doesn't even I don't even think he does backstage segments. That's what they got Lexi for. So what purpose does he serve? Get rid of him. You're wasting money. Bye. Goodbye.
Exactly. Alicia Atout, she's with MJF, so she's gonna have a job. She's fine.
And she's good at what she does.
No, I like her. I like her. I'm not trying to talk down her job. Like she's good. She's always been good.
Yeah,
but just
I used to love her
MJF.
interviews. I used to love her interviews and shit like that. So she's talented. She's a nepo hire that's actually worth it. If that makes sense.
Good. She's good. Alvaro Rojas, Spanish language commentator.
I don't know who the fuck that is. Let the Spanish commentators do what they need to do. I'm not their audience, so I ain't gonna speak on that. Do we have to speak on other languages commentators, by the way? Like they don't serve us.
Yeah, I guess we'll just stick to the more known ones.
Yeah, the English.
Yeah, there's another one. I'm just gonna skip that. Bobby Cruz, he's the Collision and Ring of Honor wrestling announcer.
That's fine. Yeah, Cruz is good. Yeah, Ring of Honor. Yeah, Bobby Cruz.
Carlos Cabrera. Yeah, keep him. He's a legend.
Yeah, Carlos. Yeah, he's a legend. Yeah, keep Carlos. Let him make his money.
Excalibur.
Goodbye. See you bye.
I hate him.
Get him up out of here.
Goodbye.
And take a like, come on, get out of here, man. Can't stand that guy.
Fucking horrible. Even CM Punk was like, "This guy sucks. Like, I don't want him."
He does. He does suck. And they got good announcers. Like Taz is fine. Like Taz, I enjoy Taz shit again. Like in TNA, he's phoning it in, but Taz in AEW, I like Taz. I like Shivani too. Shivani really won. Shivani won me over last month. Come on, speak, bitch. Come on now. Shivani won me over with that fucking earring Kevin Castle likes talking about all the time. Go ahead, stroke my earring, Britt. Stroke it.
That's the most Kevin Castle thing I've heard him say.
Stroke my earring, Britt.
I can just hear him saying that.
He did say it.
Oh man, I love Kevin.
Shout out to the OG Kev. But yeah, man. I like Shivani and fucking Taz. I think they're cool. Excalibur, no, I don't think he's cool. And who are the other announcers for Collision? I don't watch Collision every week.
Let's see. Well, I'm going through them. Ian Riccaboni, he's a commentator for Ring of Honor, Collision, Dynamite, Rampage.
Riccaboni's good. He's a good commentator. He was one of the guys that was holding Ring of Honor together in those dying years.
Jim Ross. Yeah, he's making his money. Jim's fine.
My God. Oh God, look at those titties. No, really, son? Why you out here looking like a piece of shit? You should be learning how to be a better wrestler, there, son.
I like how Jim Ross in his later years just like he just stopped giving a fuck.
All right. I don't give a fuck. I'm not calling any time. Look at me. Look how pissed off I am. I'm not even calling any moves.
But I'm making money and I live in a nice house. Good God.
And I
My
get to fuck
God.
me. And I get to fuck Missy Hyatt. By God.
I'm about to roll
Oh,
up Rick Rude's blunts. My
oh
God.
my God.
Simply,
Steve, Steve, don't pee on me. Come on. No.
simply ravishing. Oh.
Rick Rude. Rick Rude. Rick Rude. Look how he twirls his hips. God damn it. I haven't done anything like that since I was 6 years old. By God.
Shane Taylor, my God, he's got baby mama hips.
I've never seen a wrestler built like that before in my life. He built like a sack of laundry.
Typhoon would eat him for breakfast. Good God.
Move over, Rikishi. You don't have the biggest ass in wrestling no more. Oh, shit.
I love Jim. Let Jim make his money. Let him
Yeah,
just make his money and stop giving a fuck.
yeah, no, right, because it's funny as fuck. I love it.
Oh man. All right. Justin Roberts. He can stay.
Yipper Dapper, Jim Ross, Justin Roberts, excuse me, whoever.
Yeah, he can stay.
Ah,
I don't care.
yeah, my ass. Room.
Do you have any thoughts on Justin Roberts?
Justin Roberts is a stooge, and you know how I feel. Nah, Justin Roberts, let him make his money. Let him do what he has to do. He's not bad. He actually, I mean, he actually tries to help present certain people, certain characters and shit like that, giving them nicknames and shit like that. So yeah, nah, he adds to a lot of people, in my opinion. So yeah, nah, let him make his money.
Lexi Nair.
Yeah, she's a good interviewer. Let her make her money.
Yeah, don't know much about her. Melissa Santos.
She does ring announcing for who? Don't tell me they're wasting that woman on Ring of Honor.
It just says backstage interviewer.
Backstage interviewer. She's a ring announcer. What the fuck? She's
don't
hot
know.
and she's whew, my God. I'm surprised it took Tony this long. Melissa Santos is my wee. I'm with Brian Cage. Brian Cage fucked up that one time. He cheated on her. I guess he cheated on her one time. I was like, wow. And Brian Cage was writing poetry to her. I made a huge mistake. You damn right you made a big mistake. What the fuck thinking? Oh my God. But nah, all that aside, nah, Melissa Santos, let her make her money, but put her on TV for God's sakes, not backstage segments. Put her out there. Let her take over for Justin Roberts at times.
All right. Nigel McGuinness. He's fine.
Yeah, I like Nigel. I am a big time Nigel McGuinness fan. I love Nigel a lot. His whole situation was very sad for 17-year-old RJ. It was a tough pill to swallow. I got into Ring of Honor at a really young age, so I knew all about McGuinness and Danielson while I was kind of growing up in my teens. So I really appreciated Nigel's work at a young age and the fact that he retired and everything like that. And just seeing him back now, it's like really, really fun for me personally. So I like Nigel McGuinness. He can do a lot of things for you now. Now that he's cleared, he can wrestle for you here and there. Then he can still be a good commentator. He's a great commentator, especially a great heel commentator. He's really great at that, and he is not shy about showing his feelings on commentary either. Like the Danielson stuff, it shouldn't be out of all of a sudden to a lot of people because if you've been following the show, he's been motherfucking Danielson ever since he got on the booth and everything like that. So and just he's helped progress a lot of characters as well, like the Mariah May stuff, and so he's done a lot of good service, in my opinion, to a lot of people on that roster. And he's just when you have more than one talent, to me, you're serviceable. So yeah, you keep Nigel McGuinness and let him make his money.
Yep. Renee Paquette. Eh,
Same thing with Renee. Renee's got talent, and she can interview people, and she can do the announcing too, and stuff like that. I didn't hate her when she was on commentary in WWE. I didn't think she was great either, but I didn't hate her.
they just didn't really give her anything to do though.
No,
Like she was just there just to like say comments like, "Oh no."
uh,
That's pretty much the gist of her commentary.
nah. The highlights when she was fucking going crazy over Bobby Lashley. When Bobby Lashley was doing the whole posing gimmick with Leo Rush,
Oh God.
she was like, when Bobby Lashley was posing in the ring, she goes, "Hot damn, Bobby!" Then Craig Graves go, "Hey, Renee, you're married." That was funny. That was funny.
Like again, just again, most interviewers work better as interviewers.
Bobby Lashley was bending over, smacking his ass, and she was like, "We got to get him a hotel room so he can show off his best assets."
Oh
Like
Jesus
what?
Christ!
Like this is wild.
I don't know. Again, just Renee.
I like Renee. I like Renee.
I kind of just don't. I don't really care for her. Just yeah.
That's
I'm not
fine.
gonna get. I'm not gonna get too much into it. Just again, she can stay. She can be with her husband and continue to enable him.
Oh, that's what it is. You
RJ
don't like
City, not RJ
art?
the Brooklyn Savage. RJ City.
Oh no, I trump that nerd. He thinks he's great all of a sudden because he booked one great angle. RJ City done. No, you keep a guy like RJ City. If he can come up with more than one idea to help Tony Khan, and that's somebody that could be an asset to you. So you keep RJ City around. He's a geek, and
He's fine.
we'll have to see what else he produces in the future. At least we know if we get a storyline that's longer than a month, then and it's successful and it's going somewhere. At least we probably have to look at RJ City's direction. So I'll say that much.
Taz.
I like Taz. Taz cracks me up on comment. He's actually giving a shit again. At
Yeah.
TNA, towards the end of his TNA run, he did not give a shit. But in AEW, it seems like he's giving a shit and he's having fun. It seems like him and Shivani have fun. Him and Excalibur. That's the only times I can really stomach Excalibur is when him and Taz are like together on the booth, like just goofing or whatever. So like that's the only time I can really stomach Excalibur. So I like Taz. So I'd keep him, let him make his money or whatever.
Yeah, he provides the dad jokes. So he's funny.
Hmm.
Tony Schiavone, he can stay. He's WWE's not gonna want his ass, so he can stay
Yeah.
in AEW.
Yeah. No, you're right.
And that's pretty much everybody. There's coaches and producers, but we're not gonna waste time with that shit.
No, hell no.
Nope. So that was our bus flip for AEW. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed today's show.
Mhm.
Friendly neighborhood marks. This is not a weekly show. We usually do this every other Thursday. So more than likely, the next show is going to be in 2 weeks, probably.
Mhm.
But yeah, I want to thank everybody for showing up this morning. Mish, of course, thank you for the platform. Thank you
Yeah,
for getting us the platform, and
absolutely.
thank RJ for waking up this early to do the show.
I'm always up early
Yes, sir. I know you got to get some sleep in a bit, so I'll
in the
make this
morning.
quick.
In the morning time like this, I'm always up because I got other stuff I got to do. I got the I do the CCW stuff in the early in the morning. So yep, of course I'm going to be up and spry and doing my thing. Plus, I actually got some sleep last night after the show, so that's good.
But like I mentioned, the experience episode from last night's already up, so check that out.
Yes,
Uh,
people, please check that out.
RJ was there with us last night, where we did a
Yeah.
bus slip of the WWE roster. So
Yep.
check that out. It's about 2.5 hours, so you get your money's worth.
Yep.
Um, and then check out the YouTube channel. Get those subscribers up. Yeah, just a shout out to everybody. Shout out to all of our friends. Of course, shout out to Mish for giving us the platform to do this show. Thank you, Mish.
Hmm.
And yeah, that's really about it. What about you, RJ? Tell the people about you.
You can follow me on Twitter at LowRJ Unlimited. And yeah, subscribe to the YouTube channel, my YouTube channel, the RTJXX. And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it.
All right, people. We are done for the day, and we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same channel, and that's about it. So later,
Damn,
people. Peace.
damn, Sheena looking hot. My God, Sheena, you gotta. Oof, fuck.
Anyways, peace out, people.
God damn.